pipe loaded if anybody wants to hit it.
Reefer pipe.
Son of a bitch and bastard show.
I think we should rip the whole thing down. We gotta do son of a bitch and bastard
show.
I gave those boys a hummus sandwich once. I ain't paying for shit.
And all the fat got off my intestines. And it slid into my colon, and I could sit down again and take a shit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you've tuned in to the BBPP cast, aka Son of a Bitch and Bastard, for
Son of a bitch and bastard show.
And son of a bitch and
Son of a
bastard.
bitch and bastard show. Son of a bitch and bastard show. Son of a bitch and bastard show.
This is the greatest show of all time. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Hey, welcome to the Son of a Bitch and Bastard show. We're doing an impromptu show for Wednesday. We got out of work together and we hate our lives. So my name is Patrick Aloysius. This is episode 22.5. Today's the 7th of August.
Damn, it's already the 7th.
Over there we got my Brer. He
my-
made it out.
It's my birthday.
It's still his birthday.
That's
I
why
didn't
we're
read
having this party.
Christopher Sportic Dyer, Sofabab .com. And then over here we got Matthew. He made it too.
What up?
Sweet drink. We just made a mad dash. We had 5 seconds. We're like, what do we do?
Podcast.
We do the podcast. Look at my brother and I got our own camera over there.
Yeah.
Together like the old days. Me and Patrick were briefly married in between 1999 and 2005 years ago.
We were married for 10 years probably.
Yeah.
Incestual marriage is legal in Colorado.
We lived together a lot of our adult
We were
life.
doing the podcast from there, weren't we, when we lived together, didn't we?
We did
a
one or
few-
two.
Yeah, we did some in the. I remember
And-
doing it in the kitchen or something.
Yeah. When I had these terrible mics and they didn't really work and Paul came over and got weird.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
what was. I thought it was going to be. We turn on the mics and just listen to Paul for hours.
That was
And
kind
then-
of the original idea.
And that,
Then we had to pick up the slack because he never said a story. Well, he finally did when Arthur was here
Yeah.
yeah,
It only took him 7 years.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. That's yeah. But it was. I mean, some of those. Like I think I don't know. Was it the first night or the first couple of nights? The first one we did at the tavern anyway. I mean, those were fucking pretty amusing.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
laughed a lot.
But yeah,
But,
he was nuts, and his friend was doing weird things, and we called Aaron, and he put on a magic show for us, and
I told one of oh, that was good. That was really good.
that was unbelievable. We just called him out of the
I'm
blue.
sure Finkelstein knows which one it is.
Yeah,
We just have to call him.
yeah. We almost have to. We should play Aaron's fucking thing. We gotta if we could find that.
I probably could. I
Yeah,
just gotta.
not now, but
No,
I mean,
no,
like
no.
in a-
Hell no, not now.
But his it was probably one of the first couple of ones we did. But we called him up, and he had an organ with him, and he was doing sound effects and doing all these weird jokes and all this stuff. And he didn't know we were calling to do this or record him or anything like that. It was just, yeah, it was good.
It was very good.
Actually, we'll probably hear it and be like, "Oh,
This is no
we're
good."
not allowed to talk like this anymore in America."
Yeah. Even
Well,
offend us.
I was doing something. Oh, I was looking at one of the apps the other after our last show Monday when I was all hammered. I sat outside for hours just sitting in a chair staring at this tree. The good old tree days. That's when you're real fucked up when you gotta find a
Treat us
a
under.
tree or something to stare at. But I scrolled down just to see how many of it's. We've been going for 4 years.
Damn.
How many?
5 views
4 years on what?
on iTunes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's like I don't know. I gotta check how many shows we've done, but it's pushing 200 if not already.
No, this is 22 and a half.
What's that, Nia?
This is 22 and a half.
Yeah, it's a half show. You're part of the half show. Only Paul's done half shows with me before.
No, I did one with you.
You
I
came.
think. Then the 4th of July was in.
Nah, that's a regular show.
Oh, okay.
I listened to that whole thing, by the way, when I was on the road trip.
The 4
Oh,
hours.
yeah.
I think I talked about it on this last one. But you can start hearing the fireworks at the end.
Oh,
it's
really?
actually kind of cool in these mics.
Nice.
Whatever. Real uninteresting story.
No.
Real uninteresting.
That night was crazy. I was so hammered.
With Cliff, well, we could do a Cliff already.
Yeah, I've got one anyway
He's
that I
a
forgot
bad
to do.
boy.
last
Cliff Notes. Same as fucking Cliff Notes. Fucking Cliff Notes. Same as fucking Cliff Notes.
Same as there's blacks and N-words.
Yeah.
Did you hear him earlier?
No.
Oh, my Lord. Him and another customer.
Who was it?
That fucking, what's his name? Bourbon and soda or bourbon and spray?
I was fucking Steve Casey,
Yep.
who used to
Oh.
work for Channel 7.
Wait, is that his last name? I thought it was
shit.
something else.
I think it's Casey.
It's not Casey.
It's something. I'm going to find out, and I'm going to fucking tell everybody.
You're done for, buddy.
Katie. Steve
that's it.
Katie. Fuck you, Steve Katie.
Steve
God, I hate
And he was just agreeing with him. He's like, "You're right. There are." So what's the? That got me thinking. What's the? There's white people, and then what? White trash.
No,
Regular
there's
white people.
And crackers. Trailer
Crackers,
trash,
I guess.
no. There's all to them. There's white people, and then there's white ends. I don't know what the hell it is. No, I don't know what the hell. It fucking. Yeah.
No, I know the
Well, that's
answer to
every.
this.
But they forgot it was public.
In
You're
Missouri.
not supposed to do that.
In Missouri, nigger isn't just being a black person. It could be a shitty white person too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys are that cool?
Yeah, some black people are just black people. Some of them are just niggers.
Jeez Louise.
Same with white people.
Aye.
Didn't Chris Rock have a bit on that? Not white people.
Yeah,
but
20 years ago.
Yeah.
He didn't
There's
even
black
do that.
people and there's niggers.
Jesus Christ.
I already got 3 of them out.
Bleep.
I can't bleep. I gotta figure out how to bleep.
That would actually be pretty funny. That
What are they? Those broadcast buttons are good. It's like 30 seconds ahead of the time.
Yeah.
So when your co-host does that, you can hit the button. But, and they have the cough button and stuff too. But I like to just burp and cough into the mic, so I don't care.
I've got a cliff note myself.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
for
know
it.
what
We're
did.
still cliff noting.
Yeah, we're cliff noting. Son of a bitch and Cliffin show. But he came. I was sitting down at the corner booth. Not that this matters to any of the human beings out there. By the ladies' toilet, and I'm just sitting there eating a burrito. And he comes walking up, and he was like, "Same as I was born with one leg longer than the other leg, and so I had to move like this." And which might not. And then I was cross-eyed, and I had a stutter until I was 7 years old. And I'm just like looking at it. I'm trying my hardest not to ever laugh. No, I mean, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna beat me to death because he's trying to open up to me
And you
while I'm
didn't
eating my
laugh.
burrito.
Or
And
you tried not
when
to
he said,
laugh.
when he said, I was cross-eyed, and I just. I swear to God, I almost lost it then. But then he's like, which I've heard this story before. Then, when I was 8 years old, my mother had a mental breakdown, and they put her in an institution until the day she died. And then somehow from that, he was like, and then I went to high school manual, which was majority black.
He always has to bring that
I know
up.
he's got to bring that up
Like he
because
wants an award.
he's trying to explain. I don't know if he's trying. He thinks he's trying to explain to me. Like, look at what I persevered through.
And
Where's my reparations?
But it's like more like he tells me that stuff, and it's like, oh, that's what the fuck's wrong with you. And like the worst, but the cherry on top is the all black high school.
I know.
So it's like you being a cross-eyed fucking nitwit. And in 3rd grade, does he do this to you? How many times has he told you that he's been held back in the 3rd grade?
I don't think ever.
No, I got held back in the 3rd grade. That fucking Miss Montgomery was a real bitch. Same
Oh, I
as
remember her name.
well,
Oof.
I didn't say her name,
How
but
old
he
is
always says
Cliff?
it. But he was like, so I had to do a whole next fucking year with her, and every day I just went in there. I looked like that, and when I get to the 4th grade, Mr. Patchouli Oil, he tells me that Cliff, they ought not have done that to you. They not have done that to you. So I worked real hard, and I got out of high school half a year early at manual because it was all black. And then, but then if I hadn't have
He was
done
just
that,
trying to get away.
I wouldn't have got drafted.
Jesus.
So he did get
But
drafted.
he would have
huh?
graduated like what, 50 years ago, probably.
Well, what is he? Yeah,
He's gotta be
probably
like
about
70.
because he's 67 or 8.
Okay, but
So that's probably exactly right.
segregation. When did segregation schools end? I mean, would he?
Well,
It was in the
Would he really
60s
been in
when
an
they did the
all-black
bus
school?
ins, right?
he probably was in the 60s. And if he went to Vietnam, and if it was the last half year, he probably graduated in like 72. That was probably the last year they were drafting.
yeah,
He
so-
probably graduated.
Yeah,
Well,
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
he's
he
probably
would've
only a
been.
couple years older than Dad.
Yeah, okay.
Except for,
I was thinking his high school still would have been segregated.
I think
but
he's like
you're
Smitty's
right.
age. He's like 68, 70.
yeah, he's I think a year younger than Smitty. That reminds me of another one. Cliff Note!
Cliff Note?
He said one time, he didn't admit to getting a DUI, but it sounded like he got a
Ooh.
DUI, but like many, many years
He
ago.
got a DUI. He told me he got
Is
a
that what it
DUI.
was?
Yeah.
And he had to do like an alcohol test class or something, and apparently he had to fucking shit real bad, and he wouldn't leave to go shit because he was being forced to take the thing. So I think he shit his pants, and he said he just went out to the parking lot, wiped his ass with his underwear, threw his underwear in a tree, and went back into class after lunch.
Jesus.
I'm not. You make me sit in that class. I'm staying the whole fucking time.
You know how uncomfortable I would be after that.
And the whole class was just watching.
There's no way you could focus.
Oh, it
on
would have to
anything.
been awful. It smelled awful.
Yeah, but I don't know if he cares about that sort of stuff. He's like, good. Like, I swear to God, before he dies, we need to sit down with him for like an hour on.
The podcast. We need to
Yeah,
have
we'll
him
just
on.
like it. Just have him.
I would
just
bring a
record him.
mobile for him.
Yeah, like go to his
He
house.
wouldn't do it, but I mean, at least in front of camera. Probably.
Well, maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe he would because he sure wants to tell his story of his life.
Well, you ask him. I'll produce it.
Yeah.
We didn't get him to write his memoirs down.
I don't think he can write or read. So I don't know if that's
So
gonna
get him
happen.
an iPhone he can just record into or something.
Same as that Jean Machino. I'm gonna go to her house while she's asleep, and same as I'm gonna slit her throat.
Yep. He got had real bad. Did you hear this story? He paid. I think he said $10,000 to a travel agent
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
to
I
do
did.
a river cruise.
It was just a motorboat.
It's just a. It's like they're smuggling drugs. He gets to sit up front and wave at the crocodiles. But I guess the water level is fucked up. And so they like canceled it on him and then like offered him a whole nother one. But he was like, what the hell does he say? Same as if I buy a Corvette and I want a yellow one, I ain't buying no blue one.
Yeah. I ain't going to
Got a
Cincinnati.
point. Pay for what you want.
No,
but-
I agree. And so
It's like, I'm not going to Cincinnati. I want to go to North Dakota. That's
well, it's a travel agent, so absolutely, they're scamming you.
Yeah.
well, this
So
travel.
they take $10,000 and they go on the fucking Expedia, spend $300 on the trip. You know what I mean?
Well, this travel agent is.
It's weird to even think they exist anymore. Travel
She's
agents.
1,000 years
She's
old.
900 years old. Her fucking. His wife has an iPhone. She could have booked this by herself.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But he wanted to do it himself.
Like they have websites dedicated to this now. It's weird as fuck. That's like going to your insurance company trying to get a maps.
I'll do
Well,
it
people
right
do
now.
that still.
You think they do?
Our dad's wife
Can
did,
I get
didn't
my
she?
route?
Well, you can go to like AAA and be like, I need.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What they
Triple.
call those? The maps that they print out for you?
A map.
There was no. They had like
a
names
map
for
quest.
Them. I thought there
Is
was.
that still around? I wonder. It has to be, right?
I used to. Do you remember? I used to print out my.
Oh, me too.
directions
Everything
all the
was
time.
on
Yeah,
MapQuest.
you printed out direction by.
Is it still?
I'm sure it's still there.
Yeah, because you think everyone just Google it.
Everybody has it on their phone.
Google
Cliff
ruined every business ever.
Cliff would get. He pulls out his map. And he's got it all like this, and the eyes start going moving in, and one leg gets shorter than the other, and he just a bleat, a bleat, a bleat.
Oh, I wish he would start stuttering again. And if you laughed, he would punch you square in the face.
I remember I drove from Missouri to Texas with one of my exes' dads.
To Texas with your exes? That's a song.
One of her dads.
Oh, and a daddy.
And I got a GPS unit at that time. It was like 2010. I had it in my on my window or whatever. And he was like, "We're not using that," and he made me use a map. Like we.
Oh, no shit.
I'm like, "Fuck you,
Then
dude.
you
This
should've
is way
said-
easier."
You should have drove straight to the Greyhound bus. Like, it's my car. I'm fucking using whatever the fuck I want. I had a GPS. I let you use it, didn't I?
Yeah, I took it.
When you got caught at the Canadian border for smuggling drugs.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
A long time.
It was.
Did you really get caught at Canadian border?
That was my
No.
fault.
Okay.
Well, it was. Yeah. No. Well, it was.
I thought I was being a good brother.
Yeah, he put like lighters all over my car, and they had marijuana residue all over.
Years old.
And
years
so
old.
I went to this
Well, they were going camping and shit, and I was like, "You need a lighter."
Yeah.
So I went to my drawer of lighters from way back when I went. I was about 4 years sober at that point, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, no, it was quite a. Well, I don't think it was 4 years sober because I was with Jackie, so I must have been like a year or two sober. And so it was like 10 years ago, and we hit the border, and it was some weird little border, station where there was just like one crazy Canadian guy just determined to do whatever. So he ran like our background, and he ran like all this stuff, and then he went looking through the cars and it was like, "You got any marijuana?" I'm like, "No." And he
like,
starts
"Fuck
looking
yeah,
through it.
you do."
He searched my car and he found these lighters, and what are these lighters for? It's like, I don't know, to fight bears. I don't know, to light a fire. What the fuck it was for? And so he sprayed a thing on it, and there was marijuana residue on it.
Wow.
And I didn't have a drop
Years.
of anything on it. So he takes us in, and he fucking
You were there for hours, weren't
hours
you?
and hours and hours at the Canadian border, and he was just holding some like India family like in there. They're like sitting in some room with the door shut, looking terrified. The whole thing, but it was weird too because I was expecting like a Mountie and somebody nice being
right.
like that. He was dressed in all black, like a commando suit, and was just rummaging through our stuff.
That's
and I was
so
like,
insane.
"This is so horrible." And then when I came back into America, I came through Seattle, and coming into America, the American border guard, there's a huge line, and you're going through. It's like, you got any of this stuff? You got any of this or that? And it's like, yeah, I've got this in there. And it was like, oh, well, you're not supposed to. But and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. The Canadian was the Nazi,
Interesting.
and the American guy was like, I don't care.
I've always
care.
I've always heard Canadians don't give a fuck about weed. I know they don't
Oh,
now,
well.
especially, but
Either
That's
way,
crazy.
I got my brother arrested at the border. How many hours were you there?
Probably like 5 hours.
that's
I got a
insane.
message that you got me stuck at the border, you piece of shit. And I felt real bad. And I thought I was doing a good thing. And didn't you get fucking gout on that trip too?
Yeah, I don't know how I got gout then. I was like, I wasn't quite vegan, but I was healthy vegetarian at the time. And I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing anything else. And I, my foot I thought I broke my foot. And I go to the hospital somewhere in Montana. And they're like, and they gave me a blood test. And it was like, oh, you got gout. And they put me on this medicine that made me like, it got rid of my gout really quick, but it made me shit like crazy.
Oh, no.
So I remember I pulled into Calgary, and I'm like, pull over, I gotta take a shit. And then and so I ran into this coffee shop, and it's like, you can't use the bathroom unless you buy something. And I'm standing in line just like this, like holding my asshole. And then they're like, and I couldn't hold it anymore, so I ordered my drink, and I just threw my card at the woman and ran to the bathroom and started shitting. Like I didn't even. And then she was like, I need you. I couldn't run it without you here, good sir. You know.
So you held up the whole line while you're
Oh
shitting.
yeah, I fucked absolutely everything up, and I was in there for like a while, and it was like I mean, it was like that
You
sort
had
of.
to clean the walls.
It was
afterwards.
yeah, it was like
God.
it was like a deep, rich apple cider that hadn't been filtered. It was a despicable thing.
Mark said, "Fack off." I told him to come have a beer.
Oh,
I don't think
Wait.
he's coming. I don't know.
don't have a beer, Mark. We'll listen to some Keith and the Girl, Mark. Don't worry.
I still haven't listened to an episode of it. Have you?
Nope. I refuse. Her face pisses me off.
I don't even know what she looks like.
Mark always shares their picture on the fucking Facegram book.
On here?
I almost said Facegram.
Facegram book.
No,
Oh, this
Facebook.
isn't Facebook, I suppose. This is not Facebook.
Close enough.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Do you know
Oh,
Facebook?
dear.
You ever looked into have you ever seen the Facebook movie?
I refuse to watch it.
It's actually pretty good.
Well, how can it be good?
David Fincher made it, and Nine Inch
But
Nails did the
what-
soundtrack.
What's How big can the story be of a man making some website?
But it started.
I know it got big, but still.
Do you know it started off as like a rating website, like it
For
was-
chicks or something,
Yeah, it was
right?
to rate chicks in his college.
It's called Face Smash.
Yeah, Face Smash. It's kind of funny.
Well, that is a college way of talking. Smash that pussy.
This is kind of funny. And how it influences elections and like it's weird to think about all that
I guess
shit.
it's been, well, I always say I'm off of it, but I still keep it active so I can share this. That's about it.
I'm addicted.
I haven't used it regularly for almost probably 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I don't even think about it.
I don't post anything on there except for this show.
Yeah.
And then
Everybody thinks we're robots.
yeah. But I go on there all the time to get angry at people.
And just
Yeah.
yell at their face.
I know it's like all these guys, you fuck you, fuck you.
Well, that's kind of what it did. I was going through some weird ass mental shit. And every time I got on Facebook, it was way worse.
Well, it's like algorithms programmed to like find out what pisses you off, basically, and show you that, so that you comment and argue with people.
All right, Alex Jones.
That's this is what it is. But
I don't ever argue. Sometimes every once in a while I kind of want to be like, I
Hey,
remember
face
one
that
time,
a little towards your face.
You know
It's
that,
not like this mic has to be like.
oh, like that.
Yeah.
you know, that Beth Bockenstead woman or something like that. Like during the election, she would just post all this ridiculous stuff like, you know, Obama ate 9 children or something like that. And so I would put the Snopes thing on her.
Yeah.
I would just, every time she posted anything, I would show her the fact check just because it was pissing me off. And that's the last time. And that was, I mean,
years ago now.
yeah, years ago. And I don't.
What the hell, Snopes? Is that what the
It's
analytics
like
are?
no, it's like
It's
a
like a fact check
fact-checking website that,
Oh.
that is supposed to be.
But they has gotten some heat too recently.
Well, I'm sure they're bullshit.
Were they
too.
stealing kids out of a pizza parlor too?
No, the guy who created it with his wife or something. He got busted by a bunch of prostitutes and shit, and using Snopes' money for it,
Oh, really?
What? You
Well, who
can't,
cares?
which doesn't change.
Isn't that his money?
Yeah, I don't get it. But I don't know. Now everybody's like, "Yeah, it's not a legit website." I'm like, "How's that change the facts, assholes?" Like he just fucks some prostitutes.
well, the thing
Gives
is,
a
Why does
shit.
that
I
matter?
mean, other than his wife, who cares if he was fucking prostitutes?
you might have posted something recently. I think about Trump, like making it easier for mentally ill people
yeah.
to get stuff like that.
It's
And
yesterday.
there are people that are fucking that are like posting Snopes stuff saying that's not true, but it's literally true.
Yeah,
It's like they're trying, and I think that there is one, there was something the way some website represented it that was mildly inaccurate
Right.
or something like that. But it's like, no, he totally fucking did that. He didn't like give a bazooka to Curly Sue or something
Right,
like
right.
that. But
yeah.
I
I mean,
don't know
from
why
what
I-
I read, it was a really long, comprehensive bill. I had some weird right wing guy attack me that's from Missouri. He sent me like a bunch of messages about it because I posted that yesterday. He's like,
said-
that ain't true and all this shit. And he like went down.
That
and
ain't
he's
true,
Like,
Trump.
he's like, well, it is true. It's in this bill, but it was a lot of other stuff in that bill. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
it's true,
that was-
asshole. Like,
You get all kinds of flack from your people from Missouri.
yeah, I think it's funny.
he gets flack from all sides.
He said his family all unfriended him after they saw the upside down American flag in his apartment.
Yeah,
And a picture.
Imagine if I had that hammer and sickle tattoo.
No shit.
Mark said we suck and he's going to go to Joe Rogan Experience instead.
Fuck you.
Joe, why don't
You
you
don't
go?
want, women aren't funny, Mark.
Hey,
You gotta
Mark.
work a
Told you
comedian
keep your
on
fist,
today.
a
Mark,
fist away from your face.
Don't go to JoJo. Go to Queef and the Squirrel.
I like that. That's
Queef
a
and the
good.
Squirrel. I like it too.
It's funny.
That should be our next year's podcast if we change the name, just to steal their views.
Why not?
I'm with you.
Well, isn't that trolling at its finest?
Yeah,
It's our
agree.
next season. I got to change the name
Queef and the
anyways.
Girl.
I got to figure out how many.
Mark
a
will never
season.
come on.
I know. Huh? Well, I might get him on their show. They can interview him like he's like a victim.
Yeah.
He's been stuck with us.
What does it say?
He's thinking- yeah,
keep
it's the
that
same
secret. Okay. I saw my name.
One of my favorite comedians, like Kevin Brennan, he has a podcast, Misery Loves Company. And he has these 2 women on there that had a podcast, and he told them to switch their name to the 2 Tired Cunts. Because they're like older and
It's a good name.
Yeah, and they did, and they have like all kinds of views now. Two tired cunts.
Well, like
was
that.
great.
I don't like the podcast, but like that Guys We Fucked, I listened to like 3 or 4 episodes just because I like the name.
Mm-hmm.
Legion of Skanks kind of got me in because of the name.
Didn't they get in a beef or something weird?
Yeah, they got in a beef with them, but then they had them on. So,
But I mean, how? Other than the first 3 episodes, how many guys can you talk about? Unless you're continually fucking constant men.
yeah, I've only listened to a couple episodes. Doug Stanhope went on there, and it was pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh, I bet.
Because he just kept talking about how his dick doesn't get hard anymore.
And they're probably like, yeah, I can get it hard. That's what they all say.
It's just women's comedy, you know. Like,
Well, and
they're not funny.
they can't.
They never
they
will
can't
be.
be true to the name.
Yeah.
At that point,
Definitely.
and they weren't as hot as I thought. You want to fight, girls?
One of them's decent. The other one's kind of ugly.
I wasn't expecting that.
They could both get
But
it,
so
though.
this is how the podcast would go. Bill, there was John. I fucked a Steve once. That's how long can you get that?
It's true. They have like guests on and shit though, and like the guests talk about guys they fuck. So
Well, there you go.
Let's talk. Well, let's do it, boys. And let's talk about the guys we fucked.
I've never fucked any
And
guys.
there's Matt. The other Matt.
Matt.
The dicks we've seen.
Matt Tartar. Matt
Oh, we should really go to Shotguns with him. for
Diaz
his
and Fontaine.
exit party. I just think it'd be hilarious to see him at Shotguns.
Uh-oh. Queef and the Squirrel's better than this.
This is Queef and the Squirrel.
It says, I learned about guys we fucked from... Oh, Keith and the Girl.
Oh,
Queef and the Squirrel.
Yeah, I bet you did. Those guys are so vanilla. I don't know. I've never listened to it. I talk shit about it, so
it's not very good.
it could be fine. They make millions, don't they?
Yeah, it's one of the top podcasts.
The Keith and the Girl.
Oh, I don't know about them. I thought I was talking about guys we fuck still.
Oh, them too.
They're like one of the. They're constantly in the top 10.
Huh.
So.
That's good. Me too. Top 10, me in the room.
Fuck yeah.
I'm the top 10 angry bartender in Denver.
I think we both are. Yeah.
My brother's in there too.
I'm doing a little better today.
I wasn't mean to anyone today, but I was up in the office, so it was fine. No?
Yeah.
No.
Matt
Well,
was
you're
telling
up
me
in the-
that you guys let him use the upstairs bathroom now, and he was all excited.
I'm surprised he did
He
it
was
on a
like-
Wednesday night when Ricky's there.
He was like,
I was up there fixing the website. He went in there. He's
Well,
like,
he was, but
I'm taking the shit.
well, he said
talking-
did you go in there earlier? Because he came in and said the keys were in the door.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking to him about some movie, and then like 30 minutes later, he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, what was that movie? I want to go watch the trailer. They let me use the upstairs bathroom now, and so now I'm waiting, worrying about anybody knocking."
Oh, so he's just watching movies and shit.
What are you doing?
Yeah, good for him.
He's like begging. Well,
That's why I'm surprised he wants to quit. He's got remote control duty,
Yeah, bathroom.
He's
His own
got the
private
executive-
bathroom.
and it's not a good bathroom. It's terrible, frankly.
so he's essentially management.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
the boss.
Yeah.
You're the boss. You're
Hey, go fire somebody.
you're
prove
lead,
yourself.
Lead busboy.
If he told anybody to do anything, it's not like you guys would be like, "Hey, don't tell people to do shit."
Well, you saw how mad he got when you talked about. Imagine if you double crossed him bussing or something.
My favorite
You'd
thing
be in
is
deep
how
shit.
concerned he is about training Genesis. I think it's hilarious.
He feels genuinely bad
Like,
for
every
quitting.
time he's like, God,
I
I,
almost
keep
feel
telling
like
them they
he's
need to
not
let me
gonna do
get
it.
Genesis up here. He's like, he's gonna suck if I don't get to train him right.
He feels genuinely horrible. For
I
him.
know. That's
He's
hysterical.
a good kid. That's why I want to get him his lap dance at a strip club.
I
I want to
agree.
see the reaction,
Yeah,
especially if
he's-
I can get like Savannah or something to do it. Because
He's always fucking
Is she
girls.
working there again?
Yeah,
Oh.
at least she was like 3 months ago. So, but I just
Well,
think it'd be
I'm
funny
sure.
to buy her just because he would be like, "Oh fuck her."
Yeah. That was Savannah.
If you're good at stripping and you don't care about your lifestyle, you could do like one night a month probably,
Yeah, easily.
and just live off them, or like just a few nights a month.
I don't
If
think
you're not a cokehead and you don't have a Mercedes and all that shit,
right. Yeah, definitely. Maybe 2
She never
months.
had a Mercedes. What did?
I don't even know what she's got. I think
what'd she
she's got
spend
a
money on?
I mean, she's got like a pogo
Aztec
stick
or
or
something.
She dropped me downtown once and she had a Camry.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Was it the SUV?
No,
I don't remember.
Here, hand me that ball cap.
Well, tell her Linda wants her back on days. If she wants to stop.
Did she work days?
I don't know.
I think
Did
she did a
Linda-
couple times.
She used to make. She
Did
made
Linda
me.
like her?
I doubt it. She made me angry waiting tables. It was
Yeah.
like, 'cause
Oh,
she,
she was
Oh,
bad.
she used to make me so angry when I was cook. But at the same time, I'm like, she's gonna give me a hand job after this or something. So
I had a girl.
that's all right. You can give me that.
well, she would go to one table and she'd be stuck there because she'd be like,
She'd
yeah,
tell.
in Missouri this one time. You know?
And then Matt and I found a dog. They're like, bitch, give me a Reno.
And she's got those fucking crazy. She looks like boy, you guys are never gonna see this, but there was this old Star Trek episode where where like some like weird ice demon like made people's eyes like turn this crazy blue color.
Oh.
But she looks like she has that iced over crazy eye.
Oh, yeah, I guess she does.
I wish I gotta find that thing.
We all called her John Claude Van Damme back home.
Because she could do the splits between two countertops. Is that why? Oh, okay.
I called her that, to be honest. Someone just started it. That's what we all called her.
Oop, I can't hear you guys.
Why not?
Wait, you can't hear us, or someone said that?
My headphones went out.
Oh,
You broke them.
way to go! Sounds like a personal problem to me,
Mine
buddy.
seemed to work. Which one are you? I gotta follow it. Is it this one, Brer? Try it.
There we go.
Interesting.
Word.
I don't know what it is.
Technical issues.
You like my Be Fresh Gear hat?
Hell yeah.
10% off.
10% off with what promo code?
We don't get a promo code.
He was,
gave
handing,
Jack
he
a
was handing promo codes out at the bar.
son of a bitch.
Fucking Paul.
Yep.
Did you guys see the Trump and Berto beef this week?
Birdo?
What was his name? Berto O'Rourke or
Oh,
whatever?
Beto.
Oh,
Beto.
Beto.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
Birdo sounds like a rap name.
Beto. He's calling him, keeps tweeting him, telling him he's got a fake name.
Yeah.
He's a real.
Because he wants to be more Mexican or something. Is that what he said?
If he didn't have like such consequences on the nation, God, this shit would be hilarious.
I wish I had that kind of audience. I could say stupid shit all the time.
Right?
But what was his reasoning for going after Beto O'Rourke?
I don't know. I just know they kept calling him, saying he had a fake
What
name.
is it, brother?
Huh? Masturbato or
Doesn't he? Isn't he from Texas?
He
Isn't
would know,
the-
but
from
he-
Texas?
Oh,
Yeah, he's the
Why was he going
Whatever.
after his name?
because of the
Well,
shooting.
he's the old congressman from El Paso, and he said, "Don't come to El Paso, you prick." But everybody said, "Don't come to El Paso," because El
Yeah.
Paso is like a Mexican city.
It is.
But they moved the border up a little bit on him, and then the mayor said, "Don't come here," so on and so forth, and then yeah.
He went. Didn't he go today?
He went today, yeah. Nobody
I
wanted him
haven't-
there, and he had protests, and everybody was screaming at him and crap like
At
that.
Trump.
Which is, I mean, it's nice. It's El Paso is definitely a democratic city, but it's nice that he can't even show up in Texas without being screamed at.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking cocksucker.
That's insane. They had all these fucking shooting. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. There's.
How do you even get
What,
an
four this
AK-47? You just gotta know somebody.
I think you can just legally buy one. I think.
Really?
I thought that
I'm not
that one
100%. I don't. I don't know. But I think you just go buy one.
I don't know. The only reason I'd buy a gun is if I look cool holding it, and the girls liked it.
Right.
the only way.
Even then, though, like, fuck.
Check
It's
me
like
out.
you want. I don't. It's not like you want to get your dick sucked holding an AK-47.
I
You
would.
might accidentally pull the trigger or something.
Well, do you know how cool I'd look in the mirror?
That's true.
You know the
Or my
only reason why I'd
pistol.
buy a gun, don't you? Mm-hmm. To kill myself.
Suicide.
Yeah.
Suicide.
I mean, I'd rather do pills, but in a pinch, a bullet's a pill.
Well, I think if you're going to kill yourself, you should make someone clean it up, right?
I was driving to
I was
work
saying the
today.
opposite.
I saw this pickup truck, and it was one of those.
What was it
murder-
picking up?
Well, it was one of those murder scene ones. It was like we do suicides, we do murders, and I'm not even joking. It was
Really?
all on the side of the thing. And I was
Jesus.
thinking, I was plotting out my suicide, and I was like, I'm gonna do my wife a solid and call these guys.
Get this card.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a card. I'm gonna set the whole thing up ahead of time for Valentine's
nice of
Day.
you.
I'm gonna give them a ring and be like, "Hey, boys, I'm doing it tonight. I need you to show up about 9:30 tomorrow morning."
Don't show up any time
I never even
before
thought
that.
about that. There's actually like a suicide cleanup company.
Well, there's hazardous cleanup.
But it's
For
I think
murder
it's
scenes and
like
shit.
crazy.
How do you
like-
get that job?
Because the cops don't clean it up.
Well-
They're like, oh, your kid's dead in that room over there.
Well, I think they're like that'll be $10,000, and there's a murder every half an hour. So you're like a rich fuck just picking up brains.
Fuck, I'll do it.
I
I'm
know.
okay with it.
Well,
I'm
at
sure
this
you get
point-
used to it. I mean, if you've dishwashed, it's it's not much different, really.
Can I have another beer as well?
Oh, yeah, he's a good boy.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, dishwashing is disgusting.
Yeah, it's a horrible
it
It
thing.
really
really
is.
is.
Yeah, when you got a fucking.
And you get used to it in about 5 minutes.
I still remember one time I was dishwashing was when Louise still worked there because I used to fill in for Augustine or whatever, and he came over and Alonzo saw this too. Like he just literally like out of like one of the black tubs that they bring back, he picked a chicken wing off of a plate and
Oh,
started
yeah.
eating it.
Who did?
Louise.
Ugh.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I was just like I can't even look at you. Like get the fuck away from me. That's
There
so
was
disgusting.
this mentally impaired fellow that used to work at the tavern. His name was Courtney, too.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we've known a series of mentally impaired Courtney people, but but he was in the army and something like blew up in his face and his brain was broken.
Oh, yeah, he
So
was
something
not
was
good
yeah
shape.
something was wrong with him. So you know I was washing dishes one day and I look at him and he's just pulling a chicken wing that's out of the bus tub that's covered in like ranch and slime and stuff like that and just starts eating it and then he realizes what he's doing and he spits it out and runs over and he grabs a hose and he's spraying his mouth out and all this stuff.
Oh, I didn't
But
know
he-
him.
Yeah, he didn't know he was doing it.
Oh,
and then he
dear.
realized he was doing it. Then he was
Well, I
like,
guess
oh my God.
PTSD
Louise
is
knew what he
real.
was doing.
Well, it wasn't just PTSD. He had a brain injury for sure.
Oh.
Sure.
I couldn't imagine like not having a brain injury and then something happening and then having like. Do you think you know? Do
hopefully-
you think you
hopefully-
remember to a point where you're like,
So, like-
"Fuck, I was normal."
You remember math, but you can't talk about it? Is that what it is?
Imagine how much that would suck.
It would not be good.
Today I got like I smoked a blunt before I walked into work, like on my way to work, and my first table Teresa just transferred it to me. And it's horrible, but I don't care. And one of the kids was autistic, and I didn't realize it. And I go on over there, and first thing she just goes, "What's the Wi-Fi?" I almost laughed because
the
I was
Wi-Fi?
yeah, just trying to find the Wi-Fi. But I almost laughed because I was so high. I
You
was
just
like,
caught off guard.
but like none of the parents, like none of them were like, "Oh, I'm going to interpret that for you." They just like sat there in silence
like,
looking at me. I'm like, "What?"
You don't know how Julia sounds?
And then like, I started thinking about it. I was like, if I would have just laughed right there, because like part of me wanted to, it would have been really, really bad.
I
You
couldn't
you
find
got
those.
the same disease I do, like I did with that autistic kid on Sunday.
I just
What
don't
were you
understand how
saying?
like parents.
Oh
don't.
no, nothing. Oh, I was looking for those blue Star Trek eyes. That remind me of it didn't happen.
You don't know what it's called?
Nah, it might have been Captain Christopher Pike on an ice moon. I don't know.
I can
I'm not.
try
I
it.
can't,
I'm
no.
just gonna do Blue Eye Star Trek. I'm sure it'll
Yeah.
come up.
Christopher Pike. No, that's what I looked up was Blue Eye
Oh.
Star Trek, and it was just like showed a beautiful Star Trek.
Who's
girl.
Christopher Pike?
He was the first captain before
Oh, dear.
Kirk.
My brother's worse than I am.
I've never seen it.
But I'm not entirely sure if it was him or not.
How do you spell it? Pike like that?
P-I-K-E, Ice Eyes.
Is it Khan?
No.
Because he's got really blue eyes.
No, that's fish. That's a northern pike. My
Yeah.
brother got way more into Star Trek than I did, and I'm more into. It seems like I'm more into sci-fi than you are.
Yeah, I've seen every episode of every Star Trek thing that's ever happened.
That's weird to me.
Yeah.
Isn't Tarantino redoing
Is it
it?
just because you could watch?
No, they're
it
not
with
going to
Dad?
let him do that.
I thought that there was rumor or something.
Well,
No,
he's been
begging.
trying.
He's
Oh,
like
he's
got a
been
script,
trying, okay.
but it's Samuel L. Jackson going, like,
Screaming.
who are you, a black piece of shit? Or what, you know,
How awesome would that be? I'd watch
Not
Star Trek
good.
for the first
they
time.
don't want that to happen to Star Trek. I
Yeah,
don't want that
after
to happen
all
to Star
that-
Trek.
I mean, they had like some of the first black actors and stuff.
Yeah,
So they can't go back
it's
and
like-
having Samuel L. Jackson screaming at
Just-
LaForge.
Sure they can.
Or just having
Tarantino
Captain
does it.
Kirk whipping a horror or something like that.
Tarantino grew up in Compton. It's okay. He's gonna pass.
Oh, that's fine. I think Angelo was saying he had the pass, and I was like, it's not a real pass. You could say it in front of one friend.
Yeah.
Because you
No.
go anywhere else and say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say it
It's
in front
not
of
a
some
good
strangers.
thing.
No,
Good luck.
no. I've given up. I think I've had it. I might have had a pass or two. I've given up my passes. I've turned them back in
And there's a
because there's one day when they're gonna like be like, you don't have that pass anymore, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
I got a pass. I'm from Missouri.
No, you don't.
No, that means you really
We're
can't
like a
use it.
sanctuary state. We saved you.
Yeah, a sanctuary state. They're gonna no. It's one of
You
these
got a
days.
license.
You're like, but it's like, don't worry nothing about it. I'm from Missouri, and then they're gonna. It's not gonna go over well.
It's so weird to me whenever I've gone south. Like when we played in Arkansas, the people were really cool until you talked about anything other than like music or.
Yep.
And then things got weird real quick.
Yeah.
That was the only time I ever saw a Walmart or a dentist in a Walmart.
That's the home of Walmart in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they have a dentist office in there.
Yeah.
That was a shock to me.
Little Rock is probably the home too.
And that was a cool show in Little Rock.
Yeah.
It started raining, and like everybody was in the mud. I wouldn't go in the mud. I ain't
Oh,
stupid.
hell no.
Little Rock's a badass little place. Eureka's the dopest in Arkansas though.
Eureka?
Eureka Springs.
What the?
It's the dopest little town.
Oh, I lost my joke.
Yeah.
I
What do you?
lost
What's
one,
so
too.
cool
It's
about it, though?
It's just a small little town. It's, I don't know. It's just everybody has drugs and moonshines in fucking abundance. No,
Oh,
the
I
cops
hate
don't give a
moonshine.
fuck about anything. It's just a small.
That's funny that there's all this moonshine in liquor stores now. But it was like old school moonshine families that like actually did it
Yeah.
properly and got legalized.
Yeah, it's nowhere close to
And
the real
that's got to
shit,
be really pissing off the guy in the fucking
Well,
woods.
it's not actual moonshine. It's not
Yeah.
that fucking.
No, I'm
It's
sure
not that jar of fucking moonshine that John Spar handed us one day.
Yeah.
It's like
though.
try
Never sell that. That should have started a car.
He had one of those. You ever seen the alcoholic nose?
Yeah, when it's like
What?
purple.
Well, it's purple, but then it like all your pores are like open and shit. It's
Ugh.
weird. Let me see
But
that later.
It was the best nose you've ever seen.
I remember.
I mean, I've never seen a drunk nose like that before.
I mean, that's a pro.
Yeah, he was.
You fucking work for that.
That's what he sounded like. Like he swore that there was no open container laws in Colorado. There might not have been in the 50s or 60s. So he'd just be pulling up in his. He had like a Lincoln Continental or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they
it was
just-
a Lincoln town car.
Lincoln Town Car.
I only know that
And
because
he'd
I
just-
really wanted one.
He'd just be pulling up and throwing cans. And then,
Just in our
That's
fucking.
not what an open container law means at all.
yeah, it's like there wasn't in 19 whatever.
Glendale's got an open container law. You know that?
They have one.
Yeah, you can walk around with one beer open.
No, I mean while you're driving, you're not.
Oh,
allowed to
not
have
while
an open
driving.
yeah,
container.
yeah,
But
Well, that's interesting.
yeah, if you're in Glendale, like where I live, like I can walk to Shotguns with a beer in my hand and cop won't say anything.
Well, Glendale's not. It's a fucking.
It's the Wild West.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
It
The-
is
a
weird-
mile
the
by
mayor
a
or whatever,
mile.
his wife owns Shotguns in the
Yeah.
Well,
dispensary.
and
That's how it should be. That's like the Old West. The mayor owned the saloon and the
Right.
whorehouse.
I like the law though. Like you can't have more than one beer open, but you can walk with a beer.
And a six
why would
pack
you
in the other
need
hand.
2 beers open?
I don't get it either.
Because I'm busy.
Because you're double fisting. If you're
Yeah.
double fisting, that's illegal.
Double fisting. We still won't do nothing about it, but
Yeah, they probably just tell you to drop.
Wasn't
one.
that where you got picked up? Was in Glendale when you were
I
fighting
got
that
picked
copper?
up. When I was what?
When you were yelling at him for.
Well, yeah, I got picked up. I stumbled out of Shotguns and then I was slobbering drunk. But back then, it was like next to Shotguns, it was just an empty field.
Yeah.
And so I was just like walking through this field like a madman. And then I get to the end of it, and there's just there's a cop car like, hey, dude, the fuck's going on? And it was like, nothing. So they're like, you can't be in public.
Yeah.
So they put me in handcuffs, put me in the back of the car. And then I'm just like, this is against the Constitution, the Magna Carta.
The Magna Carta.
This is against Stephen King's The It. And I just kept on going on and on. And then they threw me. And so we get there, and I'm like, this is fucked up. You can't, you just fucking, I'm walking in a field, and you fucking arrest me. So they threw me in a cell, and I called my dad. Because I don't know.
Mr. Pep Pep.
Yeah, I didn't know. Because he was the only phone number I remembered. And he came
one of the
in.
only ones I still remember.
Yeah. 303-782-4869. And then I don't know if he still has that number.
I don't think so.
But
Go ahead and
okay.
call it
That makes me feel
303-782-4869.
Go ahead and call it. Paul, if you're up.
Paul, if you're up.
But
You give Pep Pep a call.
so so they picked me up, and I called my dad, and he comes and picks me up, and I'm walking out of the jail like, you fucking pigs, huh? Taking off my shirt and just squeezing the milk out of my tits and just like that sort of shit.
It reminds me of that South Park episode when Randy gets arrested at his son's baseball game for going crazy. He's like, I'm sorry, officers. I thought this was fucking America.
That was pretty much, but they probably shouldn't. Every encounter I've ever had with the law has been,
Not good.
they should not have done that to me.
Yeah, imagine if you were black, how much worse it would be.
Oh, I know.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Getting pulled over with a black person's the worst. You're like,
I
dude.
used to hang out with Nick all the time. And
It's just like, dude, why do you have to be here tonight?
they would
Like,
always do shit like that.
especially like I don't know. I was got pulled
Except
over.
for his
with-
dad was a cop, so that worked better.
Yeah,
I got pulled over with a black person once back home in Missouri, and
What was his name?
we weren't even pulled over. We were just pulled over for skateboarding. His name's Devin. He's actually a really cool guy, but
Despite being black,
Do you ever say we're really cool guys to your friends?
he was a real class act.
he was a real class act. You wouldn't even know he was black by his nothing.
Yeah, he didn't act it that way.
But this cop, I guess, asked us for IDs, and all three of the white guys complied, and the black guy was like, "Why do I have to show you my ID?" He got his ass beat.
Oh no!
But like right in front of us, and I'm just like, "Fuck, this sucks." I'm like,
I
"Why didn't you
almost
just show him your ID, asshole?" Like I know that's not like I'm not trying to like just obey their laws or whatever,
Yeah,
but like
no.
I was just like,
Well, when there's a cop
"You're
there,
already like in that field. Like
What's
why
the-
even?
they have
Why
guns.
are you?"
That's why.
And like I
do.
knew for a fact that guy didn't have a warrant or anything. I'm like, you just do what we did, and nothing would have happened.
Maybe he had a warrant CD. Well, that happened when I was a teenager one day because we hung out with black individuals. It was just because there was everybody everywhere. It didn't matter, and we got fucking harassed by the police.
Yeah.
And he started getting all fidgety, and we're like, "You especially need to shut the fuck up." I was like, "You just relax, young man." But that cop put his knee in my back, and he was even worse to that guy.
Right.
I still remember that shit, and I'm such a piece of shit. Even this day, I can't stop talking shit.
Yeah.
He's had his knee in my back, and I'm still talking
Right.
shit. Like, shut the
You
fuck
see all
up.
those videos online of like people getting shot by cops and shit. It's like, dude, just shut up. Just shut up. Just stop. Just stop.
It's hard to stop.
I know.
It really is.
Because when you're in the situation, you're like, I do the same shit.
I can't help it. Oh, yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah, it's not only the police, but like when your wife.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's
I
like
have to have the last word.
You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't do it. This is gonna fuck shit up for a while.
Kay and I have been together 15 years now.
Damn.
We're still in our first argument. She won't back down, neither will I. I don't remember what it's about.
Fuck you.
It's just one after another. Be careful.
He tripped over his dongle.
I bet you they got rained on down at that concert.
Who knows? Was it raining here?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Ribbits.
Rivets.
Nah.
We're just idiots and we're like, let's go do a podcast. I've
Yeah.
got nothing. Let's see. You got anything?
No, I've got a couple.
That's my boy.
I know. I don't need to wait for him, but we
No,
were.
I always like to wait for him, even though.
I know. We don't have to talk about that. We can do a cliff note.
Another cliff note?
Yeah, let's do a cliff note.
Fucking Cliff Notes. Same ass. Fucking Cliff Notes. Fucking Cliff Notes. Same ass. Fucking Cliff Notes.
All right, let's do a Papa's pee-pee.
We're just doing all of them.
Oh
We did
yeah,
a
this
Cliff
is
Note
out
that
to all
got
my
shut down
motherfuckers.
quick.
You know your pop's got a big pecker. Papa's pee-pee, motherfucker. motherfucker.
Pops pee-pee.
Let's start this shit out motherfucking hot. My pep's pee be taking up the whole block. Close to the sun, that shit ain't burning. It's got its own orbit, so don't be squirming. $2 a ride, that dick lives outside. It would take 2 hangers, a house is underside. This peck could be second to none. Don't stare, you know that shit's close to the sun. Motherfucker.
So my wife had a few days off from work this last week, and so I took some time off, and I would, she was like, just find some place for us to go, something like that. And so I went on the bed and breakfast one. Which one's it called?
Airbnb.
The Airbnb.
Oh, is
so
that
I'm
what that
going through
means? Bed and breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh, that just clicked.
Yeah. So I mean, I went through everything. I was looking for originally. I was looking for a cabin in like Estes Park, and then I couldn't find one. So I looked for a cabin for everywhere in Colorado. I even looked in like Wyoming and western Nebraska and stuff like that. And I couldn't find anything. Everything was either too expensive or booked or something like that. So I started looking for just something cheaper, and it was the cheapest thing I could find was $100 teepee in Commerce City, and it was 420 friendly.
TV better be 420 friendly.
For $100 a night.
TV. That's hilarious.
Papa's pee-pee.
I was going to say, where was it? Was it as a dick or?
No.
He just wanted to hear the song.
Oh yeah, this is out to all my motherfuckers. You know your pop's got a big pecker.
Pops pee-pee.
Let's start this shit out motherfucking hot. My
Alright, that's
pep's
enough
pee
of
be
that.
taking up the whole block. That shit ain't burning.
That wasn't a good Papa Pee-Pee.
You didn't like that one?
That's a good story.
That was a good. No,
It
wasn't a Papa's pee-pee.
It was just some guy. He's like, hey man, this is my
Right.
backyard, man.
You were at this
In
Well,
the morning. I
well, this
mean,
is
not the morning. Wake me up about 1. I'll make you some breakfast.
Well, this is the real one. Is that when early Denver? My father's in eternal. He's been here since the beginning of time.
He's a vampire.
But but he can handle the sun. He's one of those. It's not a day walker.
It's whatever they have to write into the talk show to make it
Yeah.
work properly. Yeah,
So-
they could go in the sun. It's fine.
So when the TP technology came out, and there was tens of millions of Indians, yeah, in the Americas. So my father was just lounging on the plains, and they used to come up with a big fucking ice cutter and just peel off big layers of his penis, and then they'd tan it in the sun and turn it into teepees.
Oh, is that where the teepee was invented?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Christopher Columbus was so pissed off. He was so pissed off.
You know, Christopher Columbus seen aliens.
He did.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Didn't he write about it in like his journals or whatever?
I think, as far as I can tell, he didn't do anything really. They just kind of hung out. Papa's pee-pee.
Hey, speaking of Papa's pee-pee, I'm a papa. I'm going to go pee-pee.
What do your Missouri family members think about all these shootings? Is that like warranted, or
I've never really.
They
talked
didn't
to him
kill
about it,
enough
to be
people?
honest. No, we never. My family's. They don't have any guns or anything like that. My grandpa did shit hunted, but no, I don't think they care. I'm sure my mom thinks it's a tragedy, but
she's kind of religious, right?
she's super religious. She goes to church 7 days a week.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
What do you talk about the second day in?
I don't fucking. She's trying to make
Jesus
us go.
Christ.
It
I used to go to church. The only few times I went to church was for funerals, and when a girl made me, because I knew I was going to be able to fuck her at one
Right.
point.
I got
Other
laid
than
in the
that-
church.
Well, I never got into it, but I did some crazy events. Like, have you ever been to one of those youth things where
Yeah.
it's like at a stadium, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah, definitely.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
All I did was put my jacket over my lap and make my religious girlfriend jack me off the whole time.
I actually saw Joel Osteen.
Did you hear me?
Yeah,
We're in the middle of the fucking...
It's like, yeah, that's
And I would
hilarious.
just make her jack me off under my coat the whole time. You went to Joel Osteen? Was it at the...
It was in St. Louis.
Oh, if anybody deserves to be fucking cut in half
It's
with a
that guy.
samurai sword, yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to start forging. You guys think I'd be good at that?
Foraging?
Yeah, like knives and swords and shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking
I thought
about
you were like
getting
documents.
mushrooms.
Yeah, that too. Oh, you better watch out. I'll fucking.
We had 3 things. He's foraging. He's doing. I thought he was foraging, getting mushrooms out of the forest, and you thought he was
Trying to be a con artist.
Shows you where your heads are.
Yep.
I know.
I'm a man of the earth.
Hey, we can forage for some mushrooms in my backpack right now if anybody's interested.
Oh Lord, no!
Yeah.
I mean, I do definitely want to do that. Oh my god, but I've got
Yeah, I don't think I could do it tonight either.
no. I
Nope.
I forgot to
all right, give me some. Not really.
No, I want to learn how to smash metal
Yeah.
and make things out of it. But I don't want them used on animals, so I'm torn.
Yeah,
Because even the show I love, it's called Forged in Fire.
they
I've
yeah,
watched
they
like
throw-
60 episodes, and every once in a while they're like, I'm going to hang this pig here, and you got to see how good that knife does on that pig. And I fast forward through it. I can't even watch it.
What's the point of a knife besides killing an animal?
I can't figure out what else they could be used for, so that's why I'm torn.
Cut
Yeah.
your twine?
Yeah,
You can start a thing with Jake. I'm sure he's got a foraging thing in his garage.
and I'm scared too because I'm very clumsy.
Yeah, that would be the trouble. And
I-
you drink too much.
And I drink a lot. And I like get adventurous when I'm drunk. I mean, in the middle, let's go out to the garage and forge a knife.
Out of mercury.
I got that 10,000 degree fucking oven and like a power hammer in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
And I also want to blow glass.
Blowing glass would be cool.
Did I tell you about that show I watched? Did I talk about that on here?
No, I think you talked about it in person.
On Netflix. It's called, I don't know, Blowjobs for Glass or something. What is it called?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I never watched it.
But it's like all these people competed blowing glass. And I started watching it because I thought it was interesting. And then I got really involved because I hated this woman on there. And I mean, I hated her so much. She was the worst person I've ever seen ever. She was ungrateful, and she was rude, and she was one of those people that are kind of part of the problem right now.
Wait, did you just describe all women?
All them women. But so she was, I think she was like mid-50s, and she was, she was a lesbian, but she made it a thing. Like, no one gave a shit.
Right. Especially in that
And then she kept saying stuff like the whole point is, one of the challenges was you need to make fucking glass that means something politically. And she made this weird apparatus that would make men be able to have babies, like in her mind. And then when they asked her about it, she said that was the biggest problem facing humanity right now, is men can't have children. And I got so disgusted with her.
If men could have children,
Because no one cares about that.
but if men could have children, women wouldn't exist anymore.
Men
Yeah,
can't have children. I got one.
We would just have sex robots. We would just have sex
That's true.
robots and say, fuck it.
No, we would just be fucking
ain't worth
ourselves.
it.
Oh, fucking.
Well, I think the
baby.
plan is that women get sex robots, men get sex robots. The male robots, or no, the men jizz into the female robots, and then they transfer that semen into the male robots, and then they dump it into the lady robots, and then they have an abortion.
It's just I got a better picture. So the one robot puts the sperm. You put the sperm in the one robot's mouth, and then it goes up to your wife and goes, and it just spits right into her.
I think what we need to cut out for true human
Clitorises?
happiness- No, is,
Oh.
well, yeah, definitely female genital mutilation, female genital mutilation, female genital mutilation, mutilation on the clit. No, what we got to cut out is all
Clitoris.
human interaction.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
all just get our own little room, or what?
No, we just get robots.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the robot. We just deal with robots. We can't be trusted around other people.
or anything really.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, it's
Look what we did. We were like, I need something that'll ruin the environment, that'll keep my food fresh for 2 more days. Tupperware.
yeah.
We made literally everything out of plastic for
Yeah. it's
like 80
fucking-
years.
And we can
now.
we can eat our sandwich out of a robot's butt. It's nice and cold.
I
It
bet
keeps-
it's clean.
Yeah.
You can make a robot just for eating sandwich butts.
That's a whole new definition. Eating ass.
Yeah. It just a paste comes out of a robot's asshole, and you're like, ah, and it tastes so good. It's marzipan.
I wonder how long until we just like don't actually eat food and we just eat like
We're not
tubes of goo or whatever.
There's not going to
It
be
just gives us
human beings.
everything.
It's all going to be robots.
If that'd probably be good for the environment if we just had a bag of goo every
Right,
day.
and just give you all the nutrients that you
That's
need.
what that maniac from Mythbusters. You ever watch that show?
I've seen Myth.
The one with the glasses and the
Adam,
no, the other one. Jamie. They showed like the behind the scenes once, and he's like, "This is what I eat for food," and he had a bag of mush.
Interesting.
And that's.
it makes sense,
He looked
honestly.
pretty healthy.
Most Americans,
Seem fine.
Most Americans, I don't know about worldwide, don't get all the nutrients we need anyways.
As,
So
as long as we get
if
intoxicated,
it was all in that, imagine.
as long as there's a mush that intoxicates you, I think it's
That's
all
I think that's the one constant in history. If you
Toxic.
no, yeah, we've been fucked up on something ever since the
Yeah.
beginning.
Definitely.
We always find something to do. They found like jars of wine and shit in Egypt. They're like 4,000 years old.
Oh, I'm sure. How would you get through the day in ancient Egypt without a jar of wine?
Exactly.
I'm sure. I bet there was fun stuff.
You mean
that,
we gotta build these pyramids? I gotta get fucked up.
that was aliens, you midget.
Yeah, Dumbo.
Eh.
They were there. They did those round rocks in Stonehenge.
Gotta get another beer.
Of course. That'd be funny if that's all the aliens wanted to do is go, we're going to show your cornfield what's up. They go around millions of light years around the universe, and they just crop circles.
This'll be funny.
It's just teenage
Yeah,
aliens.
Crop circles are hilarious.
That would be that would be funny if
Tila Tequila.
tea leaf aliens.
Haven't heard that name in forever.
She was on MySpace.
Yeah,
I think I was friends with her.
Hell yeah, she'd go on random dates with people on MySpace too.
Oh, I never got none.
Didn't follow, dude. You didn't follow the bulletins.
Is that what they were?
Yeah, back then.
I don't know who my top 8 was, dude.
Matt.
Oh, top 8.
You would have been a child then.
No.
If we were talking to you back then, it wouldn't have been good.
No. Well, I mean, it would have been like Sam's age.
Yeah. So top 8.
When did MySpace go out? 2005, probably when they canceled. No, I mean
It must have been.
not canceled because they're still alive. But
I probably no. It must. I think that's probably when I really started my spacing. It's 2004, 2005.
right. So I'm trying to think when Facebook. I didn't have Facebook till after I graduated high school.
I got it 10 years ago because I think I got a thing today that said I've had Facebook for 10 years, and I don't know what year today is.
That's probably about right. So it'd been like 2009. That's the year I graduated. When did Facebook become a big thing?
2001 or 2. No.
That's when there were just like colleges though. Because you used to have a college email.
I'm in college.
Yup. What else is new in this world?
Well, there's nothing new in the world. The nice
How
thing
about all them bones at the Vatican?
Well, that's cute. Well, it's
Shit's fucked up.
yeah. They're just bones. Well, these bones are from 3 years ago. These bones are from 11 years
It doesn't
ago.
seem like anything's gonna happen though. From the article I read, they're like,
Well, it's its
Who
own.
knows?
It's its own
Country,
city.
yeah.
or country,
Basically, or
It's-
whatever it is.
Yeah, what the hell's the Pope gonna do? Be like, well, we ran all the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I feel like there's gotta be something though. What the fuck?
Well, they should be invaded and destroyed.
Yeah.
Catholicism is a blight on humanity.
if all the kids getting raped wasn't enough, Jesus Christ.
But we also ate them.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Throw their bones in the sewer.
It's funny how they got caught though. Like, there's like this girl that's been missing for like 20 years or something, and they gave him permission to search certain buildings, and they got confused and they looked in the wrong building. Like, oh, we found all these bones, assholes. What's up?
Oh, in the Vatican.
Yeah, they fed it to the
It was
great,
like some princess's tomb that they had him in.
the Great Vatican Spider Eater.
But like, nothing's gonna happen. It's just so fucked up.
They got some weird vault under there that no one's allowed to get into.
Yeah, it's all kinds of crazy shit. But like,
Like for
they've like scientifically proven some of these bones are like 20 years old. Like, why is there not gonna like? It didn't seem like anything's gonna happen to me. I mean, I get that they're their own country or whatever, but
no, they're trying to hide all the molestations.
it's fucked up.
Like they like don't do anything with the priest. But
I'm gonna tell my mama. No, you're not. I'm gonna tell my mama. Don't you? No. I'm gonna tell my mama.
aren't they?
How anybody could raise their kid as a Catholic nowadays, though?
That's how.
Fucking
There's
insane.
many
to
of
me.
them. Half our cousins do, don't they?
Right.
I think they all do, right? Well, I don't know about about two. Well, no,
Maybe not all of them, but
we
a
got
few
more.
Of them.
We got more of them than them.
Catholics got to be at least.
All the other ones, I think it's only two. We got two. We got
They
two.
all gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, but I don't think any Nani side of the family, Noni side of the family. I don't think any of them. Is
None of them was
Catholic.
Catholic no more.
Nah, not Jesse.
Well, it's because they were East Coast Catholics. They all definitely got molested.
Well, even yeah.
They all gave up.
All that Boston shit.
Oh dear.
Well,
Was
even
it Boston or
Noni.
Baltimore?
Noni was like, I abandoned Catholic Church in 1973 because I didn't like the way they talking to homosexuals. And I'm like, it was like, but
They were Mom was pretty lucky. Those guys were pretty progressive.
yeah, I
We
mean,
didn't-
they were,
Yeah, I'm sure there was plenty of racism there, but not
Yeah.
like. I mean,
well, they treated
one was adopted. One of them homosexual.
yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
they were yeah.
embracing.
Yeah, you just when it happens to you, when it happens to you, it's not a problem. It's like, oh my god, this is a person, and then it just turned out that everybody had a person, and that's why it's not a problem anymore.
Was it Dick Cheney that had a gay daughter, right?
Yeah, and he was for even when Bush was running, I never knew why that wasn't a thing because they ran against gay marriage, but
Right.
Dick Cheney was for it. So why were the Democrats like, you think we're against gay marriage?
Right.
The oil assholes loved gay marriage.
Yeah.
It's weird how we don't just on the left wing don't attack like the right wing.
It's 'cause we're
It should be
pussies.
just as easy.
Well, they're trying to be
Respectful.
I guess.
they're
But
like, it's 50% of the population. We should be nice, but at some point, we should just have a fucking war and kill
well, right
everybody.
now,
That
I
point
think
was
it's
when Trump
wartime
got elected.
because
No,
I mean it's gone insane.
Yeah, well, it's gonna.
You can't be respectful when
Yeah. If I was running for Democrat office, I would just be playing Trump tapes.
I'll just
on a
talk
loop.
shit constantly.
Just on a loop. Just be like,
I would talk shit, but then I'd be like,
do you remember whenever Trump
make sure you
sued Bill Maher for calling him orangutan or something like that?
Didn't he
don't
offer
even-
to pay part of his campaign if he lost it or something? Bill Maher.
I don't know.
It was
Well, I can't
something
remember.
crazy like he would either Trump or him were like, I'll donate like $5 million.
You're right, yeah.
Was it if you can prove I'm an orangutan, I'll give $5 million to Obama. Maybe that's what it was.
Something like that.
It was something insane.
It's like I have proof I'm not an orangutan, and I'm not. I don't think he does. I don't think he has.
you might
that
not.
It's so funny.
It's like the hair coloring, dude.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
You know, zoos and shit are bad. But do you ever think like monkeys? Some of them are just lazy, and they're like, I'd rather just be in a zoo, like humans, like a housewife or something. Like, nah, I just don't want to work.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're smart enough to be like,
Yeah, but
this
the
is
housewife can still go to the store. You know,
That's
like,
true.
You know, I was in jail for 3 days that time. I didn't like
He
that.
can relate to this.
I didn't. Yeah, I know what it's like to be a gorilla in 45-year fucking captivity in a fucking glass cage with no contact with any outside life. But that's
Well,
what I
he
can't.
just made that weird. My joke was funny until then.
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin everything. The last time I went to
there's a gorilla with watching Roku. He's like, this
Roku.
is good enough.
there's a gorilla that's probably smarter than about
All of us.
300,000 people at least like it. He can probably do better math. but it's-
300,000. That's not even Aurora.
Now I know. Well, yeah, but still, there's probably about 3,000 people in Aurora that should be in a cage.
That's true.
And there's only 300,002 people.
Not a prison cage, just to get out of society.
Yeah.
I guess that's a prison.
But they're, I mean, have you ever seen those gorillas talk?
Mm.
I mean, like like that Coco one that does sign language and it like literal.
I've
But
seen that.
But it's not just they're not just saying give me food. They're like saying human beings are assholes.
That's the truth. No, that's great. And that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, though, it's weird how we're not really adapted to anything on this earth. If you think about it.
Yeah,
and we're supposed to be like the biggest top of the heap species. It's like you can't go outside more than 5 minutes without getting cancer. I mean, you got to wear sunglasses because the sun's too bright. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're either too hot or too cold.
Right.
Either we're just total pricks like the gorillas say, or we're aliens.
We're just pussies.
You think we came from Mars?
I mean, we didn't used to get... I mean, I guess we still probably did get sun cancer and shit, but...
What
we
now?
didn't care. We didn't have houses and shit. They didn't... I mean...
I think you died before you could get
cancer, yeah.
He was like, oh, there's a rock that's going to fall on your head before you get a melanoma.
That's right. Or you're going to try some weird plant to get high and then you just die.
Right.
Have you ever heard those monkeys, though, when they've tried to do the speech thing? And if they were trying to speak English, what it would sound like with their larynx? That's fucking weird. I don't know. I want to look it up.
Dolphins.
Have you?
Yeah.
How would I look that up? Monkey talking as human?
Yeah. Monkey speaks English?
No.
They did it with dolphins, though. They gave them... John Lilly, made an apartment that was, half in water, half not. And they had
here it is. Let's see if it fucking comes through. It's weird.
How will we know?
That monkey's drinking water. Look at him go.
Fuck, he's spilling half of it.
These aren't good monkeys either. These are cut rate monkeys. They're like Japanese water ice monkeys.
All right, let's get to it. Talk, you sumbitch. All right, get to it. What the fuck?
Here's a link to we'll listen to him. That's what it's going to be.
They did that whole video just for that. What was he saying now? And they're just...
Will you marry me, please?
That's what they said. They were trying to get romantic. It sounds like will you marry me a bunch of times.
See, fuck the monkeys are supposed to be great, but they like the parrots and stuff. I'm gonna go off. But they're like they're really smart. Not only can speak English, but they understand it. But you can be like they can do math and be like shit. You go into the parrot and be like hey parrot shit I don't know how much he's selling that corn for. They'd be like $3.45. It's like, well, I got it as $145, and they're like, well, you just give me back $143.22.
Who did this? The monkeys?
No, the parrots.
Oh,
the parrots. A parrot. No monkey can do
parents.
It. Parrots. The parrots can make change. Not a goddamn monkey.
There was a
Well,
study.
it's probably better than half our staff.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's
what I'm saying. Can you do change in your head?
Yeah.
That's a boy.
I said,
prove it.
Dairy Queen.
Here's $20. Give me $9 back.
What?
Give me $9. Give me $9 right now.
No.
You sumbitch.
The Dairy Queen I worked at, though, we didn't have a computer that did it.
Oh, no?
Yeah, you do it all in your head.
You're real fancy.
Well, no, I literally, everybody...
So you just made it up as you went?
Yeah.
So how old are you?
28.
Everybody under 28 or under 25, when somebody hands them money, they have to come to me and I have to make change for them.
Well, it's getting worse, though.
Yeah, it's getting really bad.
About 22 years old to 20, it's like they can kind of do it with a calculator.
Yeah.
But then there's one that's way younger than that. Well, she's 19 or 20.
She's 20.
She don't know how to do nothing.
No. I'm just going to say her name.
No, you ain't.
Really, no?
Beep!
It's Bailey.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't care, though, probably.
No.
She came up to me like her first day.
I feel like the other Bailey I had to do it for, too.
And she was better. A little bit better.
Yeah.
She's going to be a doctor. I want her to check my pecker at one point. I'm going to go find her.
I just remember Bailey, came up to me and at one point in time she was like, I owe him 50 cents. How many quarters is that? I was like,
Oh,
are you
dear.
fucking crazy? Like, how do you not
should
know
have been
that?
like, come to my van right now. She wouldn't have known what to do.
That shit blows my mind. Cursive. Like, I was asking Sam and Genesis. They didn't even learn cursive.
Yeah, they stopped that a while ago.
That's
I guess
weird.
it's pointless.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
mean,
fucking
it is
point?
kind of
I
pointless.
guess it's pointless, but it's kind of neat.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of neat. The only time I use cursive anymore is when I write note from my wife. It's
I heard
like,
they
hey,
took civics out of
hey, the copies just hit the button.
I've heard they took civics out of fucking
What's the hell
education, too.
civics? Are you
Like,
talking about social
legislative,
studies?
judicial, executive branch, all that shit. Like, they stopped telling you how the government works, from what I've heard.
They used to
It
write
doesn't
songs
work.
just like me, like a diss rap. They would just be like, hey, the court system in the booth, you know.
Yeah, you're thinking of Schoolhouse Rock, dude.
Yeah.
A bill is
They would
a
just
bill
turn that on and go fuck
on
in the
Capitol
cafeteria.
Hill. Yeah, right.
Like, hey, watch this and learn about stuff. I think you know more words to it than I do.
Yeah, I can see the whole song. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry, I can't.
really?
No, I can't.
Oh, dear.
I ended
I
where I
still
knew.
don't really know about how our social works right now.
I don't know a lot. I don't know as much as I should, but at least I was taught it.
There's no need to actually read. Our grandmother just died.
Oh, really?
Our third
she's-
one.
Yeah, our third one.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine though. Don't
No,
worry.
her
We gotta do the show. The show goes on.
Her colostomy bag exploded and it got in her blood to get to the brain.
It's fucking awesome.
No, she's fine.
She's doing all right. Her,
I mean, she's dead
getting
now.
buried in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was for the best.
Jesus Christ.
Did we ever tell you about one time our grandpa got diverticulitis? And you know, our grandma and grandpa were the last ones we went to the hospital all the time for. We were nice boys. So anyways, we go and he's like, that means your intestines are fucked up and they either have to take some out or like get it uninflamed or what do they do?
Yeah, there's like a...
I think they cut out like 10 feet of his fucking asshole or something. I don't know.
Jesus.
And he had a colostomy bag for like a week and he was fine. That shows you how strong we are. But so we were at the hospital and he turned around. He had 12-inch long balls, at least. Them bastards were either at the knee or just above it.
That's crazy.
It was insanity.
We actually called him Papa, so we should have done this whole Papa balls.
Papa balls.
Do.
What would he do? Oh, yeah, like he stopped a volcano. He just put his ball on top of it.
God damn it.
He swung his balls at an asteroid once.
He goes fishing for the great sharks and stuff. They like bobbers.
He killed him, bastard.
He dumped him in the Bermuda Triangle.
Them Bermuda tie boys.
The Bermuda Tie Boys.
The Bermuda
you
tie
better
sticks.
believe he dumped him in the Bermuda Tie Boys.
You ever smoke a tie stick?
But how big was his dick? No, I
don't know.
He didn't have a dick. He just
Them
had
his
balls.
balls
He was
took
all
it
balls.
All balls, huh? That's gotta suck.
A lot of ball. I mean, like he could whip you with it. He actually used to do that. That's how Tartar got good at bussing. He started good, and he was like, "Get to the table, Rick!" And just hit him in the forehead.
That's how they got that Elon Musk's Tesla out into space.
Yeah, they slingshot him off his testicles.
And he's been dead for
That's what
years.
he did.
He just it took 3 hits, and he was on his way to Mars.
You know,
Papa's balls, boy.
you know that thing's gonna miss Mars.
Is it supposed to?
Yeah, his Tesla's gonna miss Mars. It's gonna swing right past it.
Good. Fuck you.
I saw an
Elon.
article that was
So it's
hilarious.
just gonna
though.
go out to
Yeah,
Alpha Centauri, and
knows
some
where it's
alien's
gonna
gonna be driving it, bro.
I saw a hilarious Vice News. They fucking fell off hardcore, but I saw a hilarious news article the other day. It was Elon Musk's Tesla he spent into space has now traveled further than any vehicle ever. It's like, no shit, asshole.
Not true.
Any driving car, maybe.
Yeah, any
but
car.
not-
I don't-
okay.
Car, I guess, but still,
I thought
like,
we were
no
talking
shit.
about was it the Voyager 1 and 2?
I think there's a couple of, Colfax 15 buses probably done a little.
They've definitely
Fuck
gone.
the 15.
Because what's the moon's 250,000 miles?
No clue.
Well, I bet
It's
you
like a week.
we've
to get
driven
there.
more than that in our lives.
Well, I certainly.
Oh yeah,
have.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost to Mars.
No, I've done a couple
It's almost to Mars already.
Yeah.
That's 50 miles down by Albuquerque.
You think the windshield's intact?
Probably not.
I'm saying, who knows? I don't know what space is like. I ain't know.
It's a vacuum.
I'm not an autistic Australian.
Well, and nothing doesn't really have fluids and shit. So probably theoretically, wherever it ends up, if it doesn't explode, which it will,
Yeah.
you could drive it. If you have a charging station.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Like a remote control drive it or some shit. I don't know. There's no way it's still broadcasting footage, is it?
They say that
Maybe it is. I don't
the
know.
Voyager,
I don't think so.
either 1 or 2, is past the Oort cloud.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what the Oort cloud is?
Nope.
It's the last bit of space
it was.
in our solar system. So
Oort.
it's back. It's into like deep space now.
You know who Ort was, right? It was Shrek's sister.
But everybody liked her more because she put out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Oort.
Big green pussy.
Pussy's pussy, man.
I bet she had a fat pussy.
Yep.
I don't really want a fat one like overweight. I just want a poofy one. I like those poofy ones.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I've never been with a big chick, to be honest.
How big we talking?
Kristen was the biggest.
I'm trying to think.
Y'all know her.
Call her, ask how much she weighs.
Let's speakerphone her. Hey, you're on the podcast. We just want to know how much you weigh.
I don't really give a shit about anything, really.
I would definitely.
I'm less attractive to like really large people, only because I mean,
I couldn't be with like a.
what are you gonna do with a 300-pound person when you're not 300 pounds?
man.
You know.
If you have to lift their flab to get into it, fuck that.
Sounds like an adventure.
Nope, not in.
You bring that fly with you?
Yep,
He's up there now.
all the way from the tavern.
What do you guys got? Nothing else to talk about? Why don't you do a sodomy section?
Sodomy section. It's been a while since I got a. Oh Lord. Well, this is the page I opened it to. Sunday's corn is Monday's shit, he thought, and giving the premier spasm of what would have been an intermittent twitch throughout the night, barking along with it, pulsing, giving the arms a back and On one such episode, lingering in his paws, a woman overtook his path, and without feigning embarrassment, his uncontrollable gesticulations were surely a good show. He opted instead to tighten his rictus, push out his chest, and swagger about like a rooster. If this was 3,000 years ago, he called out to the woman ahead of him, and the two of us were caught alone in the elements, as we are just now, I would have made a rough evening for you. Wouldn't it, madam? Indeed, the woman countered. A fine thing that our species has come to its conclusions as it has. Heavens know... blah blah blah. I bet you the next page is better.
Did you not? You just not blah 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 through it?
Oh yeah. Do you want me to here?
You're supposed to read the whole thing.
All
It's
right.
your
Fumbling
segment.
through his comments as he went fumbling down the path, a hunt for a paperclip or a metal anything he could use for a lightning rod, he explicitly extended from the tip of what troubled him. His hands came emptily away from his shorts, dismayed. As a rule, he went a groan. This is no way for a fellow to bathroom. Nor is life a thing I prefer. Where are you, sun, emblazoned usurper of nothingness? My eyes are intact, and the heavy voltage of ebony clouds? Why do you dismiss me? Expectant flash of once empty space. Have you not been charged with recognition? Has your atmospheric rolling not noted the pain I am in? All I need is one bolt, for who can complain of suffering when one is melted onto a patch of dirt where he once stood? Nikita raised his arms, stiffened in his desire to be expunged from this unceasing awareness of the world around him, yet impotent in his ability to call upon the very elements that disturbed him to destroy him. Ah, to hell with me, he surrendered, letting his arms go to his side. It's epididymitis for another night. As considered as ever, He took a swift face, his prairie flat a helpless yonder. The contents of his refrigerator pressing him gently strolled in abject stupidity toward the enclosure that incubated his condition. A decent man would not eat spring rolls alone for dinner, and I am not a decent man. I think it would have been better but it would have been way longer if you heard all of that. But at least there was a joke about egg rolls.
Egg rolls. That sounds good.
I would never eat an egg roll.
They
I ate an egg roll
they
today.
acquitted that Julian Assange guy, right?
Did they?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what I read.
Does that mean let you go? I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, they
Acquitted
said
and
that-
Who, the
indicted.
Swedes or
Oh,
the
indicted
No,
is not
America.
good.
He didn't do anything wrong. The Supreme Court ruled that he didn't do anything wrong.
Did you see this?
Did he stand trial?
This is
I think they just dropped the court case, which gotta make you feel stupid for spending 5 years in a fucking airport.
Did he
No
stay in the
shit.
airport that whole time?
Yeah,
Well, that's Trump doing him a solid.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that they did. I just want to Google to make sure of it.
This Kevin Spacey just did what you did.
Do you see he popped up on the Epstein Island list?
Epstein Island?
Yeah, all the celebrities that went to his house, his island this year. Spacey's on there.
Oh no. He decided to come back into public view with this. All right, I'm bored. All right, fuck you, Kevin Spacey, you piece of shit. He's trying to come back into what he did is he stood in front of that stupid statue and did a poem in front of a bunch of people, and he thought that was going to get him back into the movies.
And seduce me not a Lord from Satan for his time apathy.
I think they should let him back. He only jacked a guy off. Who doesn't want to get jacked off?
He was good in American Beauty, and I like that one show.
You like that movie?
American Beauty was amazing.
What was that girl that was in there? She hasn't been in shit since.
I read, she was like, that's funny you say that. There was like an article in Vice the other day about how she was in a couple of movies and intentionally left the public eye.
Really? Because of that movie?
I don't know. No, who are you talking about?
I want to know.
Well, which one? There was
The daughter.
I
there
don't
was,
know.
like,
The one that
the
got
daughter?
fucked.
The daughter. No, the daughter's friend.
No, the daughter. Okay, that her name was Minu Savari.
That was her actual name? Or
I think it was Minu Savari.
I can't find anything.
Right there, cast.
There she is.
Mina. Oh,
She
that's
was
my
actually-
daughter's name.
She was beautiful. And
Yeah,
she
she's-
just didn't. Oh, she's your age too. Look at that. Too old for acting. That's
She's
what
older
happened.
than I am.
That's what happened. Is too old for acting. Yeah, he was a.
What a crazy movie that was, though.
Well, you think I would do any different if my daughter's fucking friends were over and they were 18?
And they were that provocative.
Sexing
What,
them?
you would say no?
That's
He
a-
said no. He found
Yeah,
out.
he did.
barely
say
though.
that.
Yeah, no, but he
still-
found out stuff and he was like, oh, God.
You know what made me uncomfortable with that movie? Not the underage sex. It's that stupid bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy filming the.
I remember. I
yeah,
really
that
loved
made me
that
really
movie.
mad.
Do you remember that night that I can't remember? I think I was texting you that I was having a really fucked up night on mushrooms. This was years and years ago, and it was the only time I've ever had a bad experience on mushrooms. But I ended up watching American Beauty that night, all fucked out of my mind, and
I don't remember that. Where you were like, "Come take me to the
Yeah.
hospital."
No, it wasn't like come take
That's
me to
what
the
he liked to
hospital,
do.
but I think we had to meet. I can't remember. We were texting. I was like, I'm in a real bad way, and maybe we might do that more often than I think we do that.
Things are not good. I'm sorry. We can't help it.
The thing that bugged me the most about the movie was the weed prices.
Were they
It
expensive?
was like $2,000 an eighth. How did
Oh.
those movie researchers?
That's what we paid just because we were rich. We didn't
I
care.
just don't get how someone in the movie company wasn't like, "Hey, you're way off on that."
Or even Kevin Spacey was like, even I'm a millionaire and they aren't doing this shit to me.
I've never
What the fuck?
paid. Well, back in the day, it was 50.
Yeah, I used to pay 60.
That was the top.
I'd pay 60 an eighth in high
And
school.
that's when I
thought it was 20 an eighth, but I'm.
And it's decent
now
price
it
now,
is
yeah.
20,
Well,
25.
no, it was 20 an eighth when I was a kid.
Well, but you didn't smoke good weed.
They didn't have good weed.
That's what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
Where I'm
that's
talking like a kind bud is what we
Yeah,
call
kind
it.
bud.
It was
KB.
50 an eighth. It was 25 a quarter. You were getting robbed. When I had the shit weed, it
Yeah,
was
it was
25 a quarter. And you paid 20 an eighth? Oh, dear, you had a bad boy.
I didn't even
It
hear
was
eighth
$5,
until
but
five.
but you guys probably never bought a nickel bag or a dime, did you?
I did.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Buy a dub.
See, a
That's
nickel
the
bag was
worst
called
thing
a
you can
nickel
say.
bag because it was $5. And then he bought a dime bag because it was $10.
Yeah, I got 5 on
And then he
it.
bought a 20 bag because it was $20. I don't even know what they put in there.
That's still what a nickel and dime means today, though. If you
Yeah.
buy a dime bag off a dealer, it's $10 worth.
Yeah, but what the fuck
Do you
would they
still
put
do
in a
that?
dime bag? They wouldn't put anything in a dime bag.
Nah, nothing really.
Not now. Show me a dime bag.
That's probably like a nug like
No,
that.
you got examples.
Oh. Okay. It'd be like, I'd sell you like that for like $10.
All right. No, 50. When I thought I was hot shit. We had what was called mid grades.
Yeah,
It was the in between,
Yep.
and I was get a quarter for like $40, and I thought I was hot shit.
Right.
I was like, I got fucking connects.
Yep. I remember all that shit. Mids.
Now, when people bitch about paying $30 for an eighth or
Yeah.
whatever, I just want to smash their nose in.
Sometimes I have to like check myself because I'm like, really, I'm gonna pay $200 for an ounce? I'm like,
Because isn't
you used to pay fucking $380 easy.
Oh, easy.
well, isn't the worst the eighth better than a mid grade? Or no?
What now?
Yeah.
Is the worst eighth that you could buy now better than mid grades?
Oh yeah.
Oh, of the new weed? Yeah.
Worst eighth you
probably.
could find in dispensary is gonna be.
Oh, I love those mid grades though.
Yeah.
I could function like a motherfucker on those.
I could still get you brick weed.
I think the guy bought. Really?
Yeah, I just have to get this shit from Missouri.
You
They'd
should
laugh
bring
my ass
some
off.
just to the show, just because I want to see it.
It definitely still exists in full
And we'll
force.
fucking make like a gravity bong or something.
Yeah.
Just to be the old school.
I'd have to do it soon. It's probably on its way out. Weed's legalized medical, so
How do you get it here? On a train?
just ship it. No one's gonna give a fuck about weed getting shipped to Colorado. If a cop opened that and saw brick weed, they'd be like, I feel bad for this kid. I can't arrest
Seeds
him.
and all, huh?
They'd be like, they're not gonna arrest me.
Is there seeds in there?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
why.
they spend like an hour going through it.
That's my boy.
I know people that still smoke that shit.
That's when I was a really good pothead. I could do so much shit.
Yeah, I remember like you'd buy like a quarter. You spend like an hour just seeding.
Oh, no. That shit you buy by the ounce for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought I was really cool when it was illegal and I got a quarter pound for. We financed a lot of our first album on
Nice.
until I just started smoking it all.
Right.
And then we went to the actual studio and we smoked it all. So we were very bad drug
Yeah.
dealers.
It's crazy how much I used to smoke of that shit.
Well,
You had to.
Yeah, I
remember
smoked.
if you sat down with 5 guys, you would just smoke a half in a night. Right?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, and now I'm like, I take one hit off, and I know this is. A
And then he
different thing.
punches
And I'm
his
just
wife.
I still smoke this shit like it's a fucking. But that's because my tolerance is so high.
You've been.
I never
training-
quit.
You've been training.
Yeah.
You're Rocky.
You
I
smoke.
never quit.
You're second in line behind Mark that I know.
Yeah, Mark definitely outsmokes me. If it came to a competition, though, I'd hold my own.
Ah, yeah.
Hey, Mark. I drink less than you smoke.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, that's 100% true. If you drank as much as me or Mark smoked, you'd be fucking dead.
He made me laugh because in that show Amanda was on. She was like, "How the hell do you get your batteries to work?" Because he was like, "I do the 10-second
Yeah, right.
hitter, the whole man. That's brutal. Count to 10. That's a long time.
Yeah,
I would be so dead.
I don't even think I could.
That
just
means he's
inhale.
got a healthy lung.
I don't even think I could just inhale air for
No,
10
all right.
seconds.
Ready? Hold on. I'll do the timer. Because if we just count it, we're just gonna do it
Yeah, we're
wrong.
fucking up. But his thing is a 10-second timer on like actual battery, so you know he's doing
It's on the battery. It tells you.
It stops after 10 seconds. Like it will stop heating or whatever if you hold the button down longer. Than
Oh,
10 seconds.
really?
Yeah.
See, I just don't know how to use anything. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm out. That's 10 seconds. That's so brutal.
I got to it, but if there was any smoke in that,
Good for you, Mark. Jesus Christ. Now I don't know how to stop it.
I started coughing from just air. I couldn't imagine having any vapor involved.
No
in
shit.
that.
Wow, Mark.
Yeah. And he's improving his lungs.
Yeah. When he can still run and shit. Ever
Yeah.
since I relapsed, I can't exercise anymore.
Relapsed. Have another beer.
Yeah. Since you relapsed, you get a little exercise because you got that shrimp. So you get to run around after that.
I bet you I walk about 15,000 steps every day. I'm not even joking.
No,
How many miles is that?
5 miles.
100. Well, see, today it actually the days I work it's less.
That's actually funny.
I 1320 today.
No, when I work too, it's way less.
Really?
When the best I ever did.
I'm at 7,716.
See, yeah, that's not even like a typical American's day.
Right.
But you rode your bike, so you're good.
Yeah.
One of the last times we were in Vegas, the woman was like, she always finds deals and shit. I can't even look at it once. I'm just like, booked.
Yep.
I don't care how fucked up it is.
Right.
As long as I get there quick and I get home quick. Like, I don't want layovers or anything like that. That's like my only stipulation. But she wanted a certain flight, and it wasn't until like 5, and you had to be out of the hotel at 11.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
So we just, and she's one of those professional shoppers. She can go in any store, look at everything, and not buy a thing.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Fucking Christina's the same way. I've gone shopping with her. It's insane.
Like Christina from work?
Yeah. I took her to the outlets in fucking Castle Rock. Just because I'm a nice boy. She wanted to go shopping. I said, let's go. And we went to every single shop. There's like 55 shops. We were there for like 6 hours. It was insanity. But the woman and I, we just started on one end of the strip, and I think we went to every store in between. And my highest step count was 42,000 steps.
Jesus.
Damn.
It was like 7 miles or something like that.
insane. Yeah.
And it was all to look at like M&Ms and Coca-Cola bottles. I think we had a sandwich.
I have that problem when I go into a dispensary. Like, I'll just go in there like, hey, and then like, their weed looks like shit. I'm like, let's give me a pre-roll. I have to buy something. I feel like an asshole.
Oh, I get that, though.
That's why I hate how dispensaries are set up, because like you wait in that line, and then like you have one person waiting on you the whole time. You're like, oh, if I say I don't want anything, I'm a real asshole right now. So I always have to buy like a pre-roll or something, but I hate how it's set up like that.
You know what I do? I spit cum in their face. Like that robot.
Just spit.
We got I don't know. You want to play your new song?
I don't know.
Yeah, play that song.
I don't know.
He don't know.
I've gotten so soft these days.
Is it the sad song?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should hear that sad song.
I've gotten real soft these years.
If you don't want to play that sad song, play the semi-sad song.
Play the song you're gonna
What's
kill
that?
yourself to.
Oh, that's a hard choice. What should I do?
I'd kill myself to like "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer or something. Something really annoying. It's on loop, so whoever finds me has to deal with it.
That's not good.
That one song.
I don't know what song's the sad one and then the extra sad. You've made me confused, Brer boy. This is the one. This is the newest one. Do you know what happens when you drink a lot alone
You get sad?
and you play git fiddle? This is what happens.
Yeah, I notice the sadness in my chords, I suppose.
Exactly.
Jesus, I already want to blow my brains out.
You should. It's well mixed and shit, though. So at least you're gonna kill yourself to like decent shit.
It's kind of got a weird happiness to it, though.
Mark said it wasn't sad. This feels sad to me.
Yeah, this definitely feels like you're about to shoot yourself in your face.
See, these chords right here make me real sad.
Now it sounds like a whale.
Exactly. It's called a swell.
Yeah, it sounds like a whale talking to me. Don't do it.
All these songs I have to learn after I drink them.
That's hilarious.
This definitely was a drinking song. Oh, that was weird. That was sad solo.
Who was the guy that used to make his guitar talk? You know what I'm talking about?
I think Joe Walsh got used to it. Or got used to it, got famous for it.
It kind of reminded me of there almost.
Because it's the thing called a talk box. It's really weird, actually.
I was thinking
It's the true ones.
I was thinking it was Clapton or Frampton, but
Yeah,
it might be Joe
Frampton
Walsh.
sounds right.
I
Well,
like Joe Walsh.
Do you? Why don't you kiss him then?
Life's been good to me so far, dude.
Oh, no.
That's a good song. Fuck you.
No, the talk boxes are weird, though. It's a board or a pedal with a speaker in it with a tube to it. And you go...
Oh, so you talk through it?
Yeah, so it's your guitar playing into your mouth.
Oh.
Isn't that weird?
My brother's a fiddle genius. It's true.
No, I'm a trash boy.
No trash boy. He knows
You're
how
the
to
only
fiddle.
fiddle genius I know.
That's goddamn
I
shit.
just learned how to record it.
Well, you know how to play guitar. I don't know how to play no guitar.
Nah, you still blow my mind away.
No.
We ain't a couple of lady boys. Even your weird and funny songs blow my writing out of the way.
No.
Like,
that's
you know,
fucking-
your one song, I don't have a guitar. I still can barely play that song after 25 years.
Nonsense.
No, it's true story.
No. Like, there's no way I could have done a goddamn thing that you just did right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
I can make you do it.
All right, make me do it.
All right. Well, I helped you get through them recording at them studio, and that was a good tune.
I don't even
It
remember.
sucks because I do all that, and then people hear your song and they say, "You's a faggot." No good.
Nah, I don't get a lot of chance to just write music anymore or anything like that, but I've been
I bet the ones you write are pretty good.
No, I don't get a chance to do anything, but I just
No.
Now on Sunday mornings I've been getting a little bit of a chance to play
When the family's at church,
when the family's
he
on
sends
church.
them at church and he learns to get fiddle
No,
tunes.
but I've been getting a chance to play around with the weird chords upstairs on the acoustic.
Oh yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah, because I don't ever have a chance to do it other than that.
Me and my brother just kissed each other's dicks for about 5 minutes.
We're sucking cocks.
No, he thinks I'm a good guitar player. I think he's a good guitar player.
He's the best guitar player I know in my life.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I would say the same, but I know Mark.
Mark doesn't play guitar.
He plays bass get fiddle.
That's supposed to be a joke.
Some bitch.
What's the difference, really?
My favorite one, though, is this, as far as a difficulty, is this new metal tune I wrote.
Metal.
Well, now is what? Oh, July.
31. That was just a couple of days ago.
Nah, it seems maybe I wrote that a year
That was
ago.
7 days ago.
Maybe a year and 7 days. I don't know.
Oh.
But it's metal, and I've always wanted to be good at sweeps and finger picking. And I've never been no good at it because my fingers is queer fingers. Look at these baby fingers. My brother got peony fingers.
I got the same fingers as you.
And you got longer ones.
All right.
Look at that.
I do.
A great deal longer.
I
I bet you do too. That one. Yep. So you play guitar good.
Yeah. Yep.
That was your only stipulation. But this one I thought I did pretty good. On that high end. That shit's all finger picking. Or tapping. And it's metal, but I don't care. Anybody ever ask me what kind of music I play and I say metal, they spit on me because you're queer. You ain't never did nothing. All right, that's.
I don't know. I ain't got to.
I just got really happy with them. Them.
You
I
know
never
who
do
else
shit
they
like
spit
that.
on? Them troops when they came home from World War II. That's say you're in good
You're
shape.
a time traveler.
Man, you fucked up my sushi, you faggot.
Well, my grandpa, he went to those parades trying to get laid. Got arrested.
Trying to get laid. Yes. I feel like it was easier to get laid back then.
I think.
Or do you think it's easier to get laid now?
Well, back then it was easier to take pussy, I think.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't
now we
think-
have Tinder and shit, so it might be easier now. I got a fake Bumble profile now.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
And she took the worst picture she ever could have.
She didn't tell me what she was doing until you said that's a bad Bumble photo, and I was like, I didn't know that's what you were using it for.
Why don't you tell him this kind of the story? Maybe
I
not all
kind of
of
only
it.
know barely the story. She never would tell me. Apparently, Dante did something to Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
No, Bailey did something to Dante, and Dante retaliated by making a bunch of fake profiles of her.
Oh, no.
So like all these guys are sending her dick pics and shit.
So what did Bailey do to Dante?
I have no clue. Yes, Jeff, that's that guy. He's
I vaguely heard that it did something to mess up Dante's
relationship. She
Yeah.
broke up with him. That's all I know.
Oh, no.
I think it was his fault though. I think he was just trying to sleep with her, and he got caught. He took it out on
Fools.
her. But then she made a fake Bumble profile for I don't know what reason, but she used me for it. So now there's a fake Bumble profile out there.
And she used you for Dante's thing?
I don't understand it completely. She wouldn't tell me at all. She was like, "I'm just too
I'm
frustrated."
so far gone. Not only
Yeah, I don't get
Not
new
only am I
technologies.
40, but I've been with Noemi for 5 years, and I think I was with somebody for a while before that. I have no idea what the hell.
I'm just too socially, not like, I don't know. I'm too embarrassed, I guess, to do it online. I couldn't go on a blind date with someone. I don't even know what I'd talk. I'm not that type of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, what's up? What happened? I just think about how weird it would be to go on a Tinder date. I've never done it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, it's terrifying, frankly, if you ask me.
Have you done it?
No.
Okay. I just imagine.
Could you imagine just being like, oh, I kind of like your picture, and then texting twice, and
Yeah.
then going on a date?
It's crazy how fucking I've seen like this technology and shit they have. Like you can take it down to the train cart you're on Tinder. If you have if you pay for the premium, you can like literally like match only with people on the train cart you're on, which is kind of cool, I guess. But
I mean, it sucks because we had to put a lot more work into it.
yeah,
Sort of. But at least we didn't know how to GPS them. You know what I mean?
That's what's creepy about it.
That chick I went to see in Oklahoma, she put GPS on her husband's phone.
Yeah.
That's insanity to me.
I one time I blacked out downtown and I was like, I want to see what happened, what I did. And you can see where your phone went.
How?
You just go to Google and GPS my location. And it'll pop up with
It'll show you your last few locations and shit?
It shows everywhere your phone banged. And it's just crazy. It'll show you what alleys you walked down and shit. You're like, Jesus Christ, what was I doing?
She told me she did that, and I got me thinking, do you really want to know where your partner is all the time?
Nope.
Well,
Why would you want to think about that?
This is the thing, though. I think all that information's just going to come out. Every text you ever sent, every fucking email you ever sent, every
you
place
can get a
you
hold
ever
of it.
were.
Facebook has it down to the face.
I think it's just going to be one day they'll be like, hey, go ahead and look.
Facebook has it down
I don't
to
want to know.
The muscles in your face that move and interact whenever you read something. Facebook has it down to that, which is insane.
So it knows my masturbation
Yeah,
face.
so they know if you smile bigger to anti-Trump as.
Did you go check out Lobster Tube like I told you?
I didn't.
No.
No, but
It's very hard for me
I
to
looked up
find a
freeze
new-
porn, though.
Isn't that weird?
I still forgot.
I was vaguely...
Mark, did you look up...
He ain't listening.
No.
I was vaguely associated with it before because it was called... years ago I came across it, and it wasn't a thing that got me into it, but it was called... I think it was called, Time Stop.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was it was
Same
Japanese. It was Japanese porno where somebody had a remote control and they stopped them, and it's the same thing. I
Same thing,
think
yeah.
I like the Japanese ones better.
I think I've seen shit like that. It's like
Was it
hypnosis
more...
porn.
it wasn't as violent.
I know it as hypnosis porn.
yeah, so
I've
you
seen
like...
stuff like that, but the way you were describing it, where he's unfrozen and shit, that was
Oh,
weird.
it's not good. I mean, we've all thought of it.
Yeah, definitely.
If I was a kid, that was they're like, if you could freeze time, what would you do? It wasn't like, I'm going to go drive a Ferrari. It was like, I'm going to fuck everybody.
I would rape everyone.
Fuck a car. I want to fuck
Yeah.
everybody.
You keep it freezed for 48 hours just because you got to get some fucking in.
Well, soon I bet the technology's going to be because we're all going to have this contact lenses that can take photos and shit. I bet soon you'll be able to see a chick on the sidewalk and be like, I wonder what she looks like getting fucked. And they'll be able to manipulate it in porn.
Oh, I see.
I'm sure it'll be.
I thought you were going to say you could look at
I think
their
we're all going to
Camry.
be eaten by jaguars.
Because they're doing all the types of celebrities, deep fakes, porns and shit right now. It's everywhere.
Do you think there's a porn of me fucking anyone? Because
Not
everybody
you.
wants to see that.
No, we could make it. I bet there's a free
Who
algorithm.
do I get
out
to
there.
fuck?
Anybody you want. I bet there's a free algorithm out there right now. You can put your face into a porn.
Well, I would want consent, so I'd have to put out a lot of emails. Just a bunch of actresses. Can I make a fake porno with your face? You like my face? It would take me a while to get one. There's no pay in it.
Yeah.
So you looked up the freeze porn, but you didn't look up the lobster tube.
I didn't
Not
look up
yet,
freeze
no.
porn.
It's Time Stop.
I don't get time to...
No, of course you don't.
I don't get time.
It's hard for me to
My brother has to
deviate
stop.
from Pornhub.
He has to drive to a truck stop to masturbate.
I listen to
Yeah.
the Pornhub podcast.
I was
every
changing
week.
her
It's hard for
diaper.
me to
I was like,
believe
this is the
they-
only
what
time
do they
I
say?
have freeze porn.
They just talk about their searches, like the searches. and
That's
stuff.
what he would use freeze porn differently. He would just freeze his, the family and the neighbors, so he could just jack off
Quietly
for 10
in
minutes.
the background to a picture.
Just let me look at my dick for a
of
little while.
horse.
That's why he likes Time Stop. It's not for raping women with a remote control.
That's that superhero TV show, The Boys. You seen that yet?
Have you heard of this, brother? Oh dear.
I've heard it's pretty crazy. I haven't seen it yet, but you were telling me.
Oh, the woman started watching it. It's like the complete opposite view of a superhero. Instead of, I mean, they still kind of save the day and shit, but they only
fuck.
when it's,
Convenient.
convenient or financially good. And they have endorsement deals, and there's sexual assault and murder, and it's really weird. I kind of like it. One of the first episodes. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler.
Oh wait, I have one. Look.
We have a spoiler. That was from my.
Spoilers. That was when Matt was here.
Yeah, I was like, why do we have a spoiler?
Spoilers.
All right, we gave enough.
The boys, spoiler. Wait, I keep missing it. Spoilers. Spoilers. I was too drunk to hit the small little eyeball. It's like not hard to do. Like there was a new superhero. They call it the Seven. There's like 7 main superheroes that make all the money, have all the endorsement deals.
Gotcha.
And like if you fuck up, you're out. You're out of the 7. Peace. And one of the other 7 was like, hey, you got to suck my dick or you're out of here. And he made one of the other superheroes suck his dick to.
Hell yeah.
That's a different kind of super. That's not no Superman.
Have you seen that Brightburn movie?
Who?
Brightburn?
No. Oh, yeah. Wait.
It's basically Superman if he came to Earth.
Oh,
and
no.
decided to
I want to
do
watch
evil.
it. Is it out on the Red Box?
I don't think so. I watched it illegally.
Did you know we're old if we use the Red Box now?
Hell
Everybody's
yeah,
like, I
you are.
download.
I didn't.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah.
You don't.
You're older than me.
You don't use Red Box?
Nope.
I don't
You
even
know, I learned that from was Tartar. He was like, Redbox is not a thing. Quit doing it.
You
I don't know how
you
they
can
still exist.
download movies from Redbox.
You can.
Oh, really?
For the same price?
I think.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I'm missing
I don't
a
even
lot
have a
of
DVD. I mean,
movies.
besides my PlayStation, I guess I don't have a DVD player. I wouldn't even know how to play one.
I got one in every room. And there's one right there.
Even computers nowadays don't come with a disc drive like new
That
ones.
one got one.
Yeah.
They asked me if I wanted one. I've never opened it.
Yeah. See, there's no point to it.
No.
It's weird.
It pisses me off. I got boxes of CDs and DVDs in the other room.
Yeah.
For no reason. And my brother used to really piss me off with his CDs. He had some of the best CDs ever. He bought like fucking hundreds of them. And he just like chucked them in his closet. And I'd be looking for like a Slayer CD. I'd open it up.
Wrong.
And it'd be-
Blind melon.
Yeah, it would definitely not be the right disc. And it would be on the floor somewhere. I'd find it eventually.
That sucks.
True story.
You don't have to worry about that shit anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
You can
Everything's digital
find
now.
everything.
I don't like it.
What do you say?
I also do like it because it's
Yeah.
convenient.
I like it a lot.
But from a musician's point of view,
I'm to the-
I just don't know how to make money off of that. It's bullshit.
I'm to the point I can find anything I want, like literally anything, and just stream it for free. But I still pay for Netflix and Hulu for some reason. I guess it's just more
At least I
convenient.
get a little money out of it.
And the real reason I only pay for it is because it's convenient because you can stream through it, like look through things to watch. As where if I wanted to look it up online, I have to know exactly what I want to watch already.
No, totally.
You know, which is the only. But if I like just,
That's
it
kind of
probably
my complaint on a lot of those sites is
yeah,
there's so much content and they try to cater it to you,
right,
and I don't necessarily want that.
yeah,
So, like, the woman has Prime and I have Prime.
mm-hmm.
If I look at her Prime, there's all kinds of shit I want to watch.
right,
And then the one I have, nothing I want to watch.
yeah, it's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Prime has everything, like crazy stuff, amount of stuff.
Some bitch bash show.
Probably
bitch
we could pay them,
bash
and they'd probably put it on there.
You don't say it right, say it. My brother got a some bitch bash
Some
show.
bitch and bastard.
bitch
It just
bash
kind of leaks out when you're real drunk.
Some bitch and bastard. Now I'm trying to
Show.
say it like you guys though.
Some bitch
Son of a
bash
bitch
show.
and bastard is what I would say normally.
Now I
Alright.
wanted to smoke a cigar or cigarette.
You guys got anything else?
Nah, but I
Did we do
also-
good?
We did good, but I also I gotta wake up in about 3 hours with my baby.
Really?
Yeah, she
Maybe 4 hours.
maybe 4.
I'll
I
still be-
bet you I'm up at 7.
We did a solid 2 hours.
I bet I am too. But that's because I ain't gonna sleep yet.
Yeah.
I'll be up at 5 because I gotta feed the animal. It's a rude animal.
You want a cigar?
I got some.
Oh, I got one.
Patrick Aloysius.
I got
for-
these mint.
No, I don't want no minties.
No.
Son of a bitch and bastard.
I got these mint nicotine things that I've been sucking on when I'm not supposed to smoke.
Oh, that's my boy. There's my Brer.
Not for now though.
Over there we got
Tobacco.
Matt, Sweet Drink.
What up, y'all?
This is us. Did I ever get the one with Paul's head in there? Oh, look at that.
He joined the
I
I
podcast.
love
See
you,
him.
Polly.
Polly, I tried to get him to Skype, but I think he's just mad at us.
Oh, yeah?
Cocksucker.